We are live here from Newport, Arkansas, Greyhound Field for a 3A3 conference battle showdown, if you will. Guys, I don't know if y'all can tell, I got Growl here beside me. I appreciate him. This is Corning Sports live coverage of Corning Bobcat football. I don't know if y'all can tell, but it is pouring rain right now, and I mean, it's coming down hard. He's cold. I'm going to warm him up here if I can. Guys, again, we got some football coming up here in just a minute. But first, we got to pay our bills, okay? We got to get a message from our sponsors. Also get them seen and heard. So we'll be right back at these words from our sponsors. Harold's Barbecue out of Corning, Arkansas. Proud sponsors of the Corning Bobcats. The best barbecue in town by a stoplight. Stop by and say hi to the crazy pitmaster, Lyndon Massey. Carry out, dine in, catering. Come hungry, leave happy. Harold's Barbecue. A big thanks to Goodman Drug Company out of Corning, Arkansas. Kathy Goodman and staff would like to invite you to drop by for any of your pharmaceutical needs and or Razorback and Bobcat apparel. Drop by and see them Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and Saturday, 9 to 1, or use the convenient drive-thru. Goodman Drug Company out of Corning, Arkansas. Red Taylor Ford, locally owned and operated by the Taylor family since 1977. Their company has been an integral part of the Corning community since their beginning, participating and or donating to basically every major community project to come before them. They have a top-notch service department with master certified technicians. Contact them for all of your automotive needs at 870-857-3516 or at www.redtaylorford.com.
This is Mike Vincent, Certified Public Accountant. I've been a Bobcat fan for as long as I can remember, having worn the black and gold as a student years ago. Join me in supporting our students as they proudly represent our school and community. And come see me on 2nd Street in downtown Corning for all your tax and accounting needs. Go Bobcats.
CSR would like to thank Parkview Restaurant of Corning, Arkansas for their sponsorship. Parkview offers breakfast, lunch, and supper, including daily plate lunches, and they have a deli with a variety of lunch meats and nightly specials. Amy and Danny and Jordan are big supporters of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Thank you to Parkview Restaurant. A special thanks to Richardson Family Dentistry out of Corning, Arkansas. Locally owned, locally operated, a fine dental office with a great staff that are all proud sponsors of the Corning Bobcat Athletics program. Richardson Family Dentistry. Your local Farm Bureau insurance company introducing Ag Promise, an exceptional policy that protects everything farmers rely on. Ag Promise is a competitively priced, easy to understand, and tailored to meet your specific needs. That's Farm Bureau's commitment to you, and they have a team of local agents and adjusters ready to back it up. Give them a call today to protect your agribusiness. It's not complicated, it's a promise. Ag Promise, 870-857-6788.
Hey all you Bobcats, this is Ty Price of Price Farms, and I want to challenge everyone to attend at least 5 football games this year. Let's show our boys that we believe in them. Remember, once a Bobcat, always a Bobcat.
A special thanks to Solace Grain Bins and S&L Irrigation on their sponsorship. Whether it's grain bins, wells, pumps, underground pipe, or any service of that nature, Solace Grain Bins and S&L Irrigation will take care of you. Rhonda and Jerry Solace would like to wish the Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. First Choice Healthcare in Corning, Arkansas, proud sponsors of Corning Bobcat Athletics, celebrating 25 years of community health care. At First Choice Healthcare, we practice compassionate, affordable health care for everyone to help improve lives and build healthier communities. First Choice Healthcare, your community, your health. CSR would like to give a special thanks to B&B Well Drilling out of Peach Orchard, Arkansas, for their continued support of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Brian and Lisa Bass are proud graduates of Corning High School, and they invite you to call them for any of your well drilling needs. 870-215-3808, B&B Well Drilling. A big thanks to Clay County Electric Co-op out of Corning, Arkansas for their sponsorship. CCE is an electric utility company in Clay County with dedicated workers and a friendly staff, and have always been proud supporters of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Clay County Electric Co-op, 3111 US 67 Corning, Arkansas, 870-857-3521. A special thanks to Woolard Flying Service out of Corning, Arkansas for supporting Bobcat Athletics. Matt Woolard would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck this season and also remind them that the sky is the limit. Woolard Flying Service, 870-857-3839. A special thanks to Civil Engineering Associates for being proud sponsors of Corning Bobcat Athletics. 2 locations, one in Jonesboro, one in Poplar Bluff. Professional engineer John Seelig of CEA would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. Keith and Rhonda Turner of K-Ron Farms would like to encourage the community to support the students of the Corning School District. Whether it is a sporting event or an academic accomplishment, these students are representing our school. We need to let them know how proud we are of them. Let's show our Bobcat pride. It's great to be a Bobcat. K-Ron Farms. Looking for a good and reliable used car? Stop by and see the father-son combination of Mark and Kyle Williams at Mark's Car ER Auto Sales. Proud sponsors of the Corning Bobcats, locally owned and operated, 870-565-5046. Wiedemann Farms, 561 County Road 131 in Corning, Arkansas. Wiedemann Farms has been serving the Corning community since 1978. Larry and Mary Wiedemann are proud supporters of not only the city of Corning, but of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Wiedemann Farms, go Cats. The Corning Sports Report would like to give a special shout out to Boschlicker Brothers Farms for sponsoring our endeavor. The Boschlickers have always been avid Bobcats and avid supporter of all things Corning athletics. Thank you again, Boschlicker Brothers Farms. First National Bank takes the banking experience and customizes it to fit you. Whether it's supporting your Corning Bobcats or saving you time by eliminating trips to the bank, First National Bank puts you first, always. Member FDIC and equal housing lender, First National Bank. Corning Sports Report would like to give a special shout out to Jeremy and Amanda Wiedemann out of Corning, Arkansas. Extremely kind-hearted people who not only support the community, but they also support the Corning Bobcat Athletics. Jeremy and Amanda Wiedemann. The Corning Sports Report would like to give a special shout out to State Representative Joe Jett for sponsoring our endeavor. Mr. Joe Jett has always been active in the community, whether it's supporting the town of Corning or it's supporting Bobcat Athletics. This is a political ad paid for by State Representative Mr. Joe Jett. Corning Sports Report would like to give a shout out to Watson Oil Company for their continued support of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Locally owned, locally operated. Kelly and Chad Watson would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. Watson Oil Company, 406 Southeast 1st Street, Corning, Arkansas, 870-857-0006. Most of us are more comfortable doing important business with people we know and trust. You've been running into shelter insurance agent Kirk Scobie and Corning at church, at the grocery store, and the county fair for more than 25 years now. If personal service, trust, and easy access to your insurance agent are important to you, give Kirk Scobie or his team a call. Contact Kirk Scobie and ask about a free personal protection review for your auto, home, or life insurance today. From all the guys here at CSR, we'd like to give a special thanks to Mike Townsend. Mike Townsend is the owner and operator of Mike Townsend Farms, LLC out of Corning, Arkansas. Whether it's grain, lime, hay, byproducts, gravel, and litter, Mike Townsend Farms covers it all. Again, thank you to Mike Townsend Farms, LLC. Corning Sports Report would like to give a shout out to Rockwell Farms out of Peach Orchard, Arkansas. Logan and Karen Rockwell have been avid supporters of not only the city of Corning, but of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Logan and Karen would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. Rockwell Farms. CSR would like to give a special shout out to Heritage Ag out of Hoxie, Arkansas. Serving Arkansas farmers since 1966, leading the farm equipment industry into the 21st century. Call Brody Morrow, salesman, at 870-886-6663 or 870-809-1822, Heritage Agriculture of Arkansas. Hunting for a deal? Look no further than Legacy Equipment. Get a 1023E with loader as low as $133 a month. Need something bigger? Take home a 3025E with loader as low as $201 a month. Plus, take advantage of 0% for 84 months on all new John Deere Company utility tractors. Stop by any of Legacy Equipment's 7 convenient locations in Paragould, Corning, Piggott, Kennett, Hayti, Portageville, or New Madrid to take advantage of limited time savings. Some restrictions may apply. See dealer for detail. Offer ends November 1st, 2019.
When you need to find a part at a price that's right. That red and blue sign is just within sight. Roll in to Conquest and roll on.
Midwest Auto Parts, longtime proud supporters of the Corning Bobcats. Locally owned by the George family and serving your community since 1946. Midwest Auto Parts.
Roll in to Conquest and roll on.
Hey guys, good evening and welcome to Corning Sports Report's live coverage of Corning Senior High Bobcat football. I'm on the audio right now, but I'm about to go off the audio. We've got the national anthem about to play, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, give me just a second. And we are back here on the audio. We apologize there. Actually, no, I'm not going to apologize. That's the national anthem. We are not going to apologize for that. We always want to be respectful as we possibly can. Again, I'm your host, your play-by-play commentator, Andy Earls. Next to me, to my left, is my classmate of the class of 2006, the great class of Corning High 2006, Jared Grady. But he's also better. He's better. He's a friend of mine, and I truly call him a friend. And, Jared, we appreciate you being along, brother.
Oh, thanks, Andy. Well, I'll tell you what, the national anthem, being a former athlete myself, it gets me giddy. Oh, I love the sound of the national anthem because that means that playing ball is coming up real soon.
That's right. It's game time, baby, and it's about to be game time here in Newport at Greyhound Field. 3A conference battle between your beloved Corning Bobcats and the hometown Newport Greyhounds. We have about 11:30 to go here until we kick it off here. Guys, get into a little bit of information here about both teams. Corning comes into this game 2-5 on the season, 1-3 in conference. I will say this, though, they're 2-0 on the road. Not 2-0, but they've won 2 games on the road. However, on the road, when they score first on their first possession, they are 2-0. Weird stat. Maybe it's maybe it's useless. Maybe it doesn't mean a thing, but I think it's noteworthy either way. 2-0 on their first when they score on their first drive on the road. Keep that in mind. So, guys, the Bobcats, last week they lost to Walnut Ridge. They were a heavy underdog in that game. Actually had a 28-0 lead at one time. Lost on the final play of the game. The final play of the game. Heartbreaking, tough. That's tough to bounce back from. But if anybody can do it, it's these kids out here in the white and gold trim. They are a 34-point underdog tonight. But, hey, they've seen this before. That's okay. Hey, you got to believe, brother. You got to first believe, man.
What was the spread against Walnut Ridge?
I can't remember. It was in the 20s somewhere, if I recall. But hey, they weren't listening. And I tell you, this whole season they haven't been listening. They've really been, breaking the trends, bucking the trends, if you will, and they've done a great job with that. And guys, again, 35 players on the roster right now. That's huge. If you've ever been to Corning and you've played football here and you know anything about football, that's massive. That is big-time stuff. Something else I want to mention, too. Coach Larry Treadway. There are 46 new coaches in all of Arkansas high school football. One of them is right here on our sideline. Coach Larry Treadway came from Walnut Ridge. Matter of fact, he graduated, Mr. Treadway did, right here, right on this campus in 1968. He is a Newport Greyhound. We won't hold that against him. Nobody's perfect, Coach. We still love you. We still love you. But he came from here. Obviously, he came into Corning. He took on a challenge in need of a culture change, if you will. We needed to change the narrative, flip the script, if you will, and he's definitely done that. He's, again, a great leader. Doesn't get people to believe in him. He gets them to believe in themselves, and that's what he's done here. These kids do believe, so big-time stuff. On the Newport side over there, we've got Coach Mark Hensley. His career record at Newport is 36-19 through his first 4 years. Now, his first year, he only won 2 games, Jared, and that was a big one, a big buckaroo for the Newport people because at that time they had the state's longest active consecutive playoff streak.
Oh, wow.
Care to guess how many seasons they went to the playoffs consecutively?
Ooh, if it had to be the longest active, obviously in double digits there, let's go 16.
Not bad. It's hey, listen, it's an even number. I'll give him that. 28 seasons.
28
until 2015, which was Coach Mark's first. It was his first season here. But since then, guys, listen to this. If you're a Newport fan, since then, Coach Hensley has won an average of 9.5 games per season. Big time stuff. But again, hey, here at Newport, that's what they do. This is a rich history. Speaking of the rich history, listen to this. Newport has made the playoffs 38 of the past 40 seasons.
I mean, after hearing that consecutive win streak, I would assume nothing less, actually.
And I don't know if any of our cameras, if we can get a camera on it over there or not, but they got a banner over there that says state champions, AA in 1969, AAA in 1981, and 1991. And listen, they've been state runner-up in 1972, lost to the undefeated Magnolia that year, 21-13. Almost won that one, 1998 and 1989, been state runners-up. These guys have a rich history. As Ralph Morrow's interrupting our stream right now, I'll be right back. Newport's record. You what? Newport's record. They are 6-1-4-0. 6-1-4-0, Mr. Ralph Morrow, for our More Music 93.5 radio station out of Corning, Arkansas. We appreciate them being here. Coming here and bugged us. We had a good flow going. We had momentum.
Yeah, we're going to have to get back at them, I guess.
We should. We should stop in the middle of their broadcast. We're going to do it later, guys.
Shenanigans here in Newport, Arkansas.
Newport comes into the game 6-0, 6-1-4-0 on the season. Go ahead. What was you going to say?
I was going to say that streak that you were talking about. Back in our day, whenever we were in high school, they didn't take quite as many teams to the playoff, too, so that makes it even more impressive.
Matter of fact,
that streak does.
Matter of fact, of course, David Black talked to me about this. Back in the day, they only took one team. And, of course, when we played, they only took 2. And I think now they take 4. And this year they're taking 5 out of this conference. So keep in mind, it's a huge thing if you're a Newport fan. Here's another stat that's really mind-boggling to me as we got 7 minutes and 10 seconds to go for kickoff, is Corning has never beat Newport in football.
Oh.
That we can see. We have done everything we can to find that kind of statistics, and we cannot find it out there. They have never beat. Now, keep in mind, back in the day, there was only 5 classifications of football. And Newport was 4A, Corning was 2A, so they never really seen each other. But in the last probably 30 years, they have seen each other a few times. I think the closest was our sophomore year at home back at Corning, which I know a lot of people remember, the infamous inadvertent whistle I'll never forget it. We lost 15-14 that game, but inadvertent whistle in our minds that one play cost us the game. I'm sure it didn't, but it was at the end of the game. They did score. I mean, it really was a big deal. And if Corey Gall, one of those guys, are listening in, Clint Evans, all y'all, Joey Dillon, Nick Young, I know y'all remember it. I know I do. We almost had a fan kicked out that night. Matter of fact, the referees asked Coach Mark to quieten the crowd down. That was the loudest I've ever heard Bobcat Stadium, but it was a Corning Newport game. That's probably the closest we've ever been to beating these guys. And listen, they come in here high-flying offense. You're going to see that tonight. The offense for Newport is averaging 46 points a game, guys. They've only scored under 40 once, and that was 39. So last week, let's just throw a recent number at you here. They amassed 600 yards of offense last week against Manila. 490 of those yards came on the ground.
You know what I think of? Opportunity.
I
think this is an opportunity for Corning's defense to step up and make some of those impressive numbers that Newport has and stifle them. It's an opportunity for this defense to show up here at Newport and not be scared, to play not scared, Andy. What do you think?
Great moments are born from great opportunities.
Yep.
There you go. Love it. Absolutely love it. 5:29 to go here. Hey, thanks to all of our CSR staffers. Ricky Betts to my right here. You can almost see him. He can probably put his finger there. He goes, deuces. There we go. Ricky Betts here with us. Colton Ladyman, as always, the director, producer, J. Rod, Jared Grady here. Justin Jones is way up, man. I mean, he's way up there right now in the rain, bless his heart. He's at wide angle. Carson Bowser, Old Man River, Tim Merles, and Stephen Lane down there with us as well. Appreciate you guys, and I appreciate y'all for tuning in. We've already got some numbers coming in here. The keys to the game tonight in our mind here at CSR is you have to win the turnover margin. If there's going to be turnovers on a sloppy night like this, you've got to win that battle if you can. Open field tackling will be absolutely crucial tonight. Limit the big plays. Kind of goes along with open field tackle. Contain the edge is what we mean by that. You can't let these speedsters get out that outer edge there. You got to bring them back in if you can. The run game needs to be effective early and often. And play loose, man. Have some fun. It's Friday Night Lights, baby.
Absolutely, man. At Friday Night Lights, it doesn't, any given Friday, we can come in here and shock the world.
Never know. Last week we were a huge underdog, and before you know it, we're up 28-0, so you just never know. Listen, guys, we want to throw out a few shout-outs. Number one, this is the John Miner press box here at Newport. John Miner, my understanding, was a big influential reason why this press box, even the other one on the other side, is being built, or has been built, I should say. So, again, this is the John Miner press box. Give big thanks to David Black for Cable 15 here in Newport. He was so helpful to us this week and today. Came out here early. He was sick. Came out in the rain to help us out, get us set up. Not only him, but Kevin Pierce of Sounds of the Hounds here did a fantastic job of helping us out as well. And also the Subway inside Walmart here at Newport fed us. They brought us some Subway, man. I've already had 3 sandwiches. I didn't tell you guys that. We're only supposed to have 1 each, but I've had 3, and I'm looking at a 4th behind me because no one's picked it up yet. So the captains are out there at the middle of the field right now. For us, it's number 78. That's going to be Cooper Hopkins. And number 27, that's going to be Daniel Tarantino for the Bobcats.
Is that 4th one, is that turkey? Because I might have licked that one. So
Lord.
You don't wanna...
Here, I don't even care. That's how hungry I am tonight, guys. I don't even care. Listen, treacherous conditions tonight. It's not the most ideal conditions for some football tonight. It is a turf field, I will say that. But there has been some history with this field in slick conditions. I've heard a lot of folks say in the past that whenever the rain gets on this one, for whatever reason, it's very, very slick. And your captains for Newport are 5'61", and I believe 62 there. And we've got they got a huge roster. Number 5 is Clemmy Alcorn. Number 62 is going to be Justin Simmons, and number 61, Gideon Ball. Justin Simmons, I tell you what, he's been double-teamed a lot this year. That kid has a 270-pound bench press, a 405-pound squat. He's played nearly every line position this year for Newport. And I tell you that number 5, my goodness, over 50 tackles this season. He was an all-league linebacker last year. He is their leader. He's their leader. He's the best overall defensive player. As we got a national anthem, or not a national anthem, but a National Weather Service bulletin going off right now. I don't know if that's their thing here at Newport over their PA system, or if we got some thunderstorms coming or not. But either way, we're going to stick right here with you. Either way, 2:15 to go until kickoff here at Greyhound Field in Newport, Arkansas. And to go over a few more things here, guys, the social media engagement tonight is going to be something kind of, something a little bit more special in my mind. Well, you see the pink that we're wearing here. It is October. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And, man, it seems like every month you hear someone new that's being diagnosed with cancer. Not just breast cancer, but any kind of cancer you can think of. So tonight we hear all that sad news. Tonight I want to hear some happy news. I want to hear some cancer survivor stories, okay? I'll tell you one just that's close, near, and dear to me, and that is my beautiful and young fiance, Heather Russell. She went through thyroid cancer when she was 19 years old, and still to this day has to take meds for that. She goes up to Springfield once a year, and that's a scary thing for me because who knows what's going to come back from it. And, man, that's tough. So do you have anything like that close to you, any cancer survivors in your family or friends?
Yeah, actually, my mother-in-law, she had a bout with breast cancer a few years ago. And so, she had to go underneath the knife and did her treatment. And so she's been in recession for however many years. I think it's been 2 or 3. And, it's scary. Nobody expects to hear the words, "You have cancer." And especially whenever it's someone near and dear to you, it's shocking. There's a shock factor to it. So we're blessed that she is now cancer-free and just continue to support her. And, again, she has to go through checkups every once in a while too, so that's also very scary for her.
Exactly. Well, that's an awesome story also, but it is scary. Our CSR staffer here, Ricky Betts, his son, Carson, Hot Sauce as they call him, he's beat it. Matter of fact, he beat it before he even turned 1 year old, folks. Think about that for a second as Alcorn goes to kick it off. High arching over the left side. They're going to try to get an onside kick. It goes out of bounds. That's going to help the Bobcats out. Again, it is not ideal conditions here tonight. Clemmy Alcorn is a pretty good kicker. I don't know if he shanked that one or if that was on purpose to try to sneak a little onside kick in there. Obviously, last week you've seen onside kicks galore at Corning. My goodness, they were everywhere. It was like a I don't know, event at Oprah. You have an onside kick and you have an onside kick. It was just crazy.
You beat me to the punch there, Andy.
Oh, that was, you're going with that. I see. Okay.
Well, last week, I wasn't able to be here with the broadcast, but I was with the church group, and we actually streamed it the whole game. It was an impressive game.
That's awesome, man. Well, we appreciate y'all doing that. You'll see your first look at the Corning Bobcat offense. They returned 9 starters from last year, averaging 20 points a game. Again, they're 2-0 when scoring on the first drive, and they got the ball at midfield right here. Shotgun formation, 2 running backs. Comstock to the far side, Gutierrez on the near side. He's got a little bit of room. Takes the handoff. He's going to be brought down by 3 different Newport Greyhounds there. Number 10, I seen there at the end of it. That's Tommy Gilbert. He's their big play threat on wide receiver. Good job getting in there. The Bobcats did get a gain of about a yard there. We actually cannot see the yard markers from where we're at here at midfield. There's a little bit of a overhang that rises up here at midfield, and we actually can't even see some of the playing field from where we're at in this game. So interesting, neat little place here at Newport. I kind of like it, though.
Yeah, it's fancy.
It really is. Handoff. Comstock up the middle. He's met quick. Bounced off of the tackle there. That was number 50 for Newport, and that's going to be Kevon Dixon. Again, he's the strongest Newport Greyhound with a 290-pound bench press. Again, he squats 410. And I tell you what, folks, you'll notice him on the other side. He's got great footwork, and I tell you what, he showed it there. Excuse me. Again, the Bobcat offense, averaging 20 points a game. Hey, they rushed for over 200 yards, though, 2 of the last 3 weeks. Got a big third down here early on, 3rd down and 8 for the Bobcats. Man in motion, Gutierrez. Keeper, Smith, near side. He's got some blockers. Good job. He bounced it out. And number 2 is going to finally – no, he doesn't. Smith's still going. I thought number 2, Theron Davis, there had him, but he could not wrap him up. And it looks like Clay Smith's going to be brought down at about the 45.5, 46. It's going to bring up about 4th and I'm going to say 6, Jared.
Well, they're probably going to punt this one away. What do you think?
I tell you what, early in the game, you're a big underdog. You got good field position here. I say go for it, man. I will say this, too. The Newport defense, they're giving up an average of 26 points a game, but only 18 points a game in conference. They moved to more of a 3-4 concept this year on defense. Listen to this. They recorded 8 sacks last week against Manila. This defense did. That's unbelievable. 4th down for the Bobcats. You see the cheerleaders, or you can hear them. They're getting into it. You love to hear and see that. Let's see what the Bobcats do. Bobbled snap. Comstock picks it up. That's a broken play. It's not going to go anywhere. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. Good sportsmanship, number 5 there in orange. Again, that's Clemmy Alcorn, their leader and senior. Just, again, wet conditions, not ideal conditions. We're not making excuses for them, but it does make it tough.
Absolutely. And we've kind of had a little bit of a trend with the bad snaps this year, but like you said, in these poor conditions, it might even be a bigger factor this game especially.
Couldn't agree more. And your first look at the Newport offense, high-powered again, 46 points a game. They only scored under 41 time. Last week, 600 yards of offense, and 490 of those were on the ground. Number 4 is going to take the handoff. That's Monquel Cox. He's quick. He's going to cut it up. Good job by whoever that Comstock of hanging onto the jersey. They finally bring him down, but not before a Newport first down. That number 4, Monquel Cox, he was all 3-3A last year, and he makes it what is probably the best running back duo in the entire state. Let me repeat that one more time. Monquel Cox and Theron Davis, number 4 and 2 in orange, probably make up, arguably anyways, the best running back duo in the entire state. Last year, Cox led the Newport Greyhounds in rushing with over 1,100 yards. He's on the 42 Sports 3 Player of the Year watch list as well. As they spread them out, they're going to bring in number 8 near the offensive line. That's Jadarius Reed, I should say. Handoff again. Cox up the middle. Has nowhere to go. Good job by number 64, Jared Seelig. He's your strongest Bobcat with a 325-pound bench press, and he also is your smartest, or one of the smartest, with a 4.0 GPA.
Yeah, I've said it before. There's no way I'd have a 4.0 back then, so that's impressive, if not more impressive than his physical feats.
I totally agree. Hey, it's tough to be a student athlete. It really is. You know, sometimes you want to focus more on the athletic part than you do the academic part. Fake the handoff. That's going to be Alcorn up the middle. He's breaking tackles, finally brought down by Clay Smith, your senior, your captain of the ship there, number 12 in white. Good job. I'm going to tell you something about this Elijah Alcorn, folks. This kid can absolutely play. 4.7 40 speed is a dual threat quarterback. Top 50 in the state in passing yards. Last week had 6 carries for 122 yards. Had a 63-yard touchdown run and a 48-yard touchdown pass. He led the junior high Grey Pups to 18-0 record in the past 2 seasons at Newport. Unbelievable stuff there. Watch out for number 1 in orange. And this year alone, he's got 1,165 yards passing, 70% completion rating. Think about that, 70% completion rating. That's unbelievable. 14 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. Handoff up the middle, and there goes Theron Davis. He may be the quickest kid in all of 3A. He's going to score to the near side, put 6 on the board for Newport just like that, and that high-powered offense is already off to a good start.
Andy, I have no idea how he got to the outside that fast. On this wet field condition, I'm pretty sure he was midfield, sideline, touchdown in just a few seconds. That was very impressive speed.
I told David Black this, Newport Cable 5. I told him this earlier this week. I said, Theron Davis is the quickest kid I've ever seen on film. And the field goal is up, and it is good. Clemmy Alcorn was your kicker there. That's going to make it 7-0 Newport here with 8:17 to go in the first quarter. Well, we got an opportunity to mention, guys, White Barn Creations in Corning, Arkansas. Owner Christy D would love to have you drop by and check out their plethora, big word from me, plethora of different items such as homemade bath bombs, candles, shampoo for dogs, laundry detergent, all-purpose cleaner lingerie. You getting the word plethora now? Tons of stuff. Farmhouse decor, baby gifts, and beautiful custom paintings on canvas and wood and much, much more. There's even a flea market on the other side of her building that Christy rents out, and you just never know what you're going to find at a flea market, guys. Again, White Barn Creations, 1203 West Main Street, Corning, Arkansas. Hey, check her out on Facebook, too. Listen, I tell it every week, my dad's got Facebook. We call him Old Man River. He's not very tech-savvy, as you see Ground in the background there. He's not very tech-savvy, guys. If he can do it, you can do it, too. White Barn Creations and Christy D, we appreciate your sponsorship. Y'all shop local if you can. As we get right back to the action, Clemmy Alcorn sets it up at the 40-yard line. Dead center. He's counting his guys. I think he's got 11 there. Back for the Bobcats is 3 of them. Bo Young, Gutierrez, and Dylan Lane. And I think Gutierrez is he going to get on it? He's going to kick it out of bounds. I tell you what, it is slick out there, folks. And I know you got rubber pellets out there or balls, whatever you want to call them. But, man, again, it is tough, and it's nonstop rain. It still has not stopped raining. I don't know if any of our cameras can see that up there in the lights or not, but it has been raining all night long, as Lionel Richie would say. There you see the downpour, the drizzle, whatever you want to call it. The monsoon right now is what it feels like.
Yeah, earlier the rain was coming down kind of sideways a little bit too. Looks like the wind has died down a little bit, so that's a little helpful.
That's a good point. Very well. You're absolutely right. Because when we first got here, we were thinking of that by setting up our cameras and such. Comes a man off the field. That's number 8, Dylan Lane. Shotgun formation, 2 backs to the side. Quarterback keeper near side. He's got a blocker, Comstock. He gets about 4 or 5 yards there. Good job by Clay Smith hitting the hole. He found a seam, and he put it up north and south as quick as he could.
Yeah, Comstock came in there and had a good little seal block there. Didn't quite get upfield to get the secondary guy, but he made sure that first guy wasn't going to get off of his block and get him any sooner than he should. Absolutely,
and we said it before, when Clay Smith plants that foot and goes north and south, good things usually happen. You never see him fall backwards, that's for sure. Again, cold, a little bit of a windy, rainy night here at Greyhound Field in Newport, Arkansas. Keeper, far side, he doesn't have any room. Spin move, come back, still nothing. Couldn't tell who it was there for Newport that made that stop. I see number 10 in there, number 44 as well, and it looks like number 50. And number 44 is going to be Tyler Johnson. He missed most of last season with an ankle injury. He did a good job of getting there. Number 10, Jamario Ballantyne. He's a sophomore, 5'8", 165. Goes Ballantyne.
Andy, you said plethora earlier.
That's a big word.
Yeah. You have a plethora of words that are able to come out of your fast at a high rate, man.
I'm trying to get everything. We do so much scouting report work every week. We want to really separate ourselves from everybody else that's on TV, and it's so hard to get it all out. 3rd down 11 for the Bobcats here. They're deep in their own territory. Handoff Gutierrez, near side. He's got some room. Bo Young's blocking. He slips again. He wanted to cut it up, but he just couldn't do it. His mind thought it, but his feet just weren't going with him.
Yeah, I like that formation that they had there. It was a little bit of power to the left side. And looked like he might have had an edge, but then again, you're going against Newport, who probably has superior speed to you. So he had the right idea of cutting up field there. Bad conditions on the field. It's wet, slides. So
I couldn't agree more. Comstock back to punt with 6:29 to go here in the opening quarter, 7-0 Newport. I love our new scoreboard here that has the breast cancer awareness ribbons and the pink on it, the ribbing. I love that. Good job, Ricky Betts. End over end kick. It's going to die. No, it's going to take a Bobcat bounce around near midfield. We cannot see that portion of the field there, and I do apologize. Good punt there by Comstock. Good job, Gary. Well, we got a quick chance here. I want to mention Pug Life Chronicles out of New York City, New York. It's a live streaming company just like ourselves. These guys travel the globe covering a wide range of sports such as boxing, football, basketball, baseball, charity events, whatever it may be. Owner-operator George Zayas does a tremendous job over there, and I tell you what, he's a good friend of ours. He's been a lot of help to us in this industry, even all the way from New York City, New York, and we love you, brother, if you're listening. Newport takes over at about their own 49-yard line. Bobcats aren't blitzing. Number 2, he's going deep. That's Theron Davis. He's got a lot of room. He's quick. He's got a step. He's got 2 men to beat. Amaker's going to try to get the angle on him. Amaker pushes him, but he's going to be in the end zone unless he ran out of bounds. They're going to say touchdown. That's a second touchdown for number 2 in orange. 6:05 to go in the opening quarter, 13-0 Newport.
Now, Andy, you said that he's the fastest guy you've seen on film.
Not fastest, but quickest, I should
quickest.
say. Quickest guy I've ever seen on film.
Amaker, man, he came from the far side of the field, almost caught him there. He's a quick guy himself.
He is the fastest Bobcat, in fact, with 4.540 speed. We've got a whistle here. What happened here? It's a pre-snap little laundry on the field. Let's see what they call. Mr. Whitehead says fall start on Newport. Well, we finally caught a little bit of a break.
Keep them from scoring this extra PAT.
Yeah. I think we won the coin toss, and we just had a win there. So it's little things, right? You got
the little things. That's right.
Guys, got 101 people watching us live right now. I'm going to get to you guys here in just a second. As Clemmy Alcorn is setting up, they want a better ball. Where's the ball? There's the White Hat. He's finally got it. He's going to bring it out there. Little shovel pass. That was a good catch by the other referee. He had it down low, caught it with his hands.
Yeah,
shoestring catch. I like that.
Yeah. Catch it with your hands away from your body.
Hey, that's the rule, man. That is the rule if you're a wide receiver. I know it's tough on a night like tonight, though. Good hold, good snap. Kick is up. It is good. Make it 14-0 Newport here in the opening quarter with 6:05 to go again. And, guys, we're going to take a second to give a little love to our social media, you guys out there. Got Doug Reed, Chris King watching, Myrna Stacy's watching, Donna Montgomery, Michelle Arches, Heather Boyd, Jessica Nicholson, Jennifer Poe, David Black is watching. David Black, you're supposed to be working, brother. We love it, though. Carrie Conway's watching, Joey Powell, Jason Horner's watching, Chastity Cates, Heather Price, Gage Arnold. Gage Arnold's also supposed to be working out. That's okay. That's okay. Things happen. Jaden Wiedeman's watching. Mike Maple's watching. Jaden Wiedeman, you ready for basketball season, brother? It's coming up very, very soon. Reth Lee Morrow, Gayla Blanchard's watching. Chris Murray, basketball season. Hey, Chris, we need you up in the booth next Friday night, by the way. Let's talk a little basketball if we can. Renee White's watching as we see Growl, the Corning mascot. Sarah Carpenter's watching. Sean Knowles watching. Mark Woods, Dwayne Miller, good singer. Lindsey Williams, Johnny Fry, Bruce and Brenda McGrew, as always. Appreciate y'all. Michelle Guthrie, Michael Dowdy Jr., Susie Gifford. There's so many of them. Here goes. Guys, I'll get back to you in just a second. End over end kick. Far side. Bo Young, like a center field's going to take it. He's got a little bit of room, and he's going to be brought down pretty quick there. And that's going to be by number 27 in orange. And from our roster here, if we can find it, that's going to be Dontavius Wakefield, the junior 6'160. He came in like a wrecking ball.
He did a pretty good job of trying to sidestep him, get some extra yards. We're making some guys miss. We just got to try to get some more positive yards after we do that. I know it's hard with this wet field. Again, we've mentioned that many, many times.
Again, tonight's social media engagement, guys, we want to hear if you or someone close to you, a loved one or a family, whatever friend, has survived cancer. We want to hear the story, okay? We want to hear about it. Again, you hear all these bad things about cancer. We want to hear the positive stories. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Pink out here at the stadium on both sides as Renee White's watching from Michigan. Handoff up to the far side. Comstock's not going anywhere. Finally, they blow the whistle. Good job by the referees there, not letting that get too out of hand on a wet field. You got that pile like that, someone falls wrong, and you got a broken ankle.
Yeah, that's a good point, Andy. Getting those whistles whenever you got a stacked up line, it's not going anywhere. Instead of trying to wrestle them down to the ground, have the officials on the field blow that play dead or a little early.
Absolutely. Gain of 1 there. 2nd down and 9 for the Bobcats. We got some fans waving at us here. Corey Godwin's watching. Corey Godwin remembers that game in 2003. I know he does. DT Brownie's watching. Kayla Ross. Johnny DeBoard. Javon Rogge watching. Myrtle Starnes is watching. Anna Bowser's watching. Snap. Low snap. Smith handles it. Cuts it up the middle on a run. Quarterback keeper is going to be brought down. I believe he got a gain of about 2 there. It's going to bring up about a 3rd down and 7 for the Bobcats with a 5:10 on the clock and ticking. 35-second play clock right now.
Now, on that last play, I like what Dakota Wilkins did there. He had a guy, I mean, he might have done this on purpose, but the play was running across his back, and he made sure he blocked his guy on the side that his running back wasn't going to go to. That was a good job of kind of sealing that hole.
Corey Godwin says, do y'all remember Quentin Alcorn? How could we forget? We talked about him earlier, actually. And there's a Clemmy Alcorn here, and I'm sure there's some kind of relationship, and also Elijah Alcorn as well, and they're ballers now. He said he may have been a junior when y'all were sophomore. He was a player. He was a game changer is what Quentin Alcorn was. Low snap, looking to pass, pump fake, near side. He's got a man that's Bo Young's going to come back to the football. He tries. Good job by Bo Young. He essentially turned into the defensive back there with that dying duck in the air right there.
Yeah. Yeah, he made sure the defense wasn't going to make a good play on it. You could tell that ball just slipped out of Smith's hands.
It really did. Again, it's still coming down. Again, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I'll try to get up there to where you can see a little bit of the rain up there. It is definitely coming down here in Newport, Arkansas. Again, he had a guy there that was open, but he had a step. But again, the underthrow, and good job by Bo Young coming back and essentially becoming a defender there and getting the ball batted out of the Newport defender's hands. Now we got a chance to punt it and kind of change the field position here. All kinds of time. Good high arcing punt by Gary Comstock. It's going to take a Newport bounce. So, in fact, it's going to gain about 6-7 yards for Newport before the Bobcat Gunners can get to it. Take a quick check. Talk about Jay's Photography out of Corning, Arkansas. Jay Malone is the owner-operator. He's a fantastic and very talented man, I might add. It says Jay's Photography in the title, but they aren't just about photos, folks. They are versatile with graphic designs, business cards, vinyl lettering. They even create videos. In fact, they help us create our hype video. Go back and watch it on our Corning Sports Report YouTube page, our channel, and our Facebook page. 870-323-0929. Jay's Photography, Corning, Arkansas. 870-323-0929. As number 1, Elijah Alcorn keeps it. Far side. He's trying to get the edge. Parker Davis pushes him out of bounds. Good job by the sophomore there. Fantastic. And I think he's hurt. Well, that's Clay Smith. I apologize. Clay Smith is on the ground. He's rolling around in pain, and, boy, that is not what you want. Good job by our cameraman to get off of the injury there. Very respectable job there by you guys and respecting what is going on out there on the field. And I don't know if Michael Smith's watching tonight or Miss Shelley's watching tonight, but we will do our best here to give you some sort of update as professionally as we possibly can at the same time, though we don't want to assume anything. I couldn't tell, Jared, was he – I thought maybe he was holding his hand or sternum. Maybe?
Yeah, it looked like he was holding his hand. I'm hoping that he didn't get, like, his throwing hand stepped on or anything like that. He was in there on the tackle, forcing the guy out of bounds.
Yeah, him and Parker Davis did a good job of taking a good angle and getting out there. I'm sorry, Elijah Alcorn, again, he is extremely fast, and especially when he gets around that edge. And all the Corning coaches are actually huddled around Clay Smith right now. And, again, we're just hoping for the best here. The last thing you want to do is come up here and, gosh, this is the first quarter, and have your senior, your leader, your captain. Matter of fact, Clay Smith is even on the Bubba Noakes 42 Sports 3A Player of the Year watch list as well. And you just can't afford to lose a guy like that right now in a time like this. So we're definitely hoping for the best here. As, again, he's still on the ground. Now here's a good sign. He's actually sit up now. So that is a good sign. Kudos to the Newport staff as well. There's a couple of them out there. We appreciate them for being out there too. So, and I tell you what, he is in pain. He's going back down now to the ground. He is in absolute pain. Coach Treadway's going to pick him up, and he's up, and he's still hunkered over. And good job by Newport there, number 60 in orange there. I believe it was 60 anyways. Good sportsmanship there. He went over there and kind of give Clay a hug there. We appreciate that kind of sportsmanship. You love seeing that. You know, we talked about the Be Kind initiative that the 6th grade at Corning has been putting on, and that's a really good start right there, especially on a football field when you're battling these guys. You're here to battle, you know, and that's fantastic. And I don't know if that's number 62 or 60. If it's 62, it's Justin Simmons. I think it is Justin Simmons. Thank you, Justin Simmons. Here comes Clay Smith. He is walking on his own. That is fantastic news. Great sight to see. He has the coaches, of course, there by his side. He is coming off the field here. I can't tell if he's walking gingerly or not. I really can't tell. Can you, Jared? Is he limping a little? I thought it was more sternum, but maybe it's not. Either way, that's a tough kid. For him to come out of the football game, it takes a lot. I promise you. We've seen this kid take some licks. I mean some heavy licks, and just keep on coming. So
I tell you what, he's so tough. I don't even think I've ever seen him grimace before. I mean,
no, man, he really is, man. You know what he is?
What?
He's strong like bull.
Strong like bull. That is right. Again,
we'll try to get an update if we can. We'll get one of our staffers down there to any of the Smith family and anybody else as well that might be worried about Clay there. 4:13 to go, 2nd down and 2 for Newport, shotgun formation. Good snap. They hand off up the middle. Great job there by number 64, Jared Seelig, crashing the middle there. He's seen a seam, and he took it. I love the aggressive nature.
He, too, is strong like bull. I see him competing on every play up here. He's not getting bullied around. Jared Seelig is the guy who has showed up not scared today.
I absolutely agree. He's pinning his ears back like he has nothing to lose, and that's the way you got to play tonight, I promise you. 3:45 to go here in the opening quarter. It's going to be 3rd down and 4. Newport lost 2 on that play. That was Monquel Cox on the carry there. Let's see what they decide to do here. 3 wideouts, pulling guard. Quarterback near side rolls. He's got a man open, and they caught it. That's number 16. He's got some room. He's got a blocker, number 5, Alcorn. He makes a guy miss. Number 16 for Newport, if I can get my roster out here, that's going to be Chris Reynolds. His father is an assistant on the staff, and I'm sure Dad will be happy right there. They just moved the chains. And I apologize. We have a hard time seeing that end of the field here with our cameras and just in general. They'll be on the near hash here. Clock's going to move now that the chains have been set. 3:25 and counting. 25-second play clock, though. I'm not sure why did they change that for. That was a little weird. Either way, it's usually a 40-second play clock, but either way, neither here nor there. Handoff up the middle, pre-snap penalty, or at least a whistle, I should say. I don't see a flag yet now, do? They're going to say offsides on the Bobcats. Hey, they're trying to be aggressive. They're trying to get back here. I don't blame them. That one kind of bit them there, though.
Yeah, on that last play, Andy, it was Gary Comstock who came out like a missile and made a tackle. I love how he tackles, too, by the way. He
absolutely
throws himself in the defenders, wraps up real well, and gets them down.
Absolutely. Hey, we want to appreciate Robert Wilkins and Donna Lane for chatting with us here on YouTube. We'll get back with you guys, too, as well as the rest of the social media engagements on Facebook. That's going to be number 4 again. Cox, near our far side. Comstock brings him down. Touchdown saving tackle there by number 44 and White. Good effort there. Again, Monquel Cox is quick now. He's 4.5 40 now. All 3.3A. He's very good in open space. 620 rushing yards this season so far. That's pretty darn good because he's still got a couple games to go.
Man, I tell you what, Parker Davis, I know he wasn't the guy who tackled him, but he's the one that forced him to cut up field in the constant pursuit of Gary Comstock, not giving up on that even though he had gotten the edge on him. Impressive bit of defense.
And I love that you've seen that as we got some more laundry on the field. Another penalty here. Pre-snap again. False start. I know it's cold and it's rainy, but the referees aren't ready to get out of here early tonight. They're throwing everything they can here early on, pre-snap-wise. Again, we appreciate you guys on YouTube and everybody on Facebook. Jessica Nickerson, David Stevenson, Amanda Lunsford, Nicole Gilmore, Crystal Luttrell, Sheridan Jackson, Adam Thompson, Judy Miller, and Newport looking to the sideline to coach. And it looks like Mark Hensley gave him a call, and they're going to go back out there. Cox behind. This is a little pistol formation here. Alcorn, handoff, Cox, near side. He's going to bounce it back up, try to cut it in. He's going to score. Touchdown, Newport. It's going to be 20-0. Newport with 2:09 to go here in the first quarter. Again, 20-0 Newport. Monquel Cox scores on the handoff there. Again, these guys had 490 yards of rushing last week. You kind of figured they'd come out here with it being raining as hard as it is and a little bit of wind. You kind of figured they'd come out running the football, and they have. And so far successfully, I might add. No good was the extra point. It's going to keep it 20-0 Newport here in the opening quarter with 2:09 to go again. Guys, hey, Harvest Festival at Wind Park in Corning, Arkansas is nearly here. In fact, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow, which is October 26th, starting at 9 a.m., they're going to kick it off with a 5K run, which I will not be doing because I couldn't make it if I had to. Would not last. I guarantee that. They need a wheelbarrow to get me out of there. Antique Machinery, kids area. One more time. Kids area. One more time.
Kids area.
Kids area.
Yeah.
Hey, parents, listen. They're going to have a kids area. Tons of food options, live entertainment, arts and crafts, commercial exhibits, antique cars, and more. For more information, contact Rhonda Salas, 870-926-1188. Rhonda Salas, 870-926-1188. Or call our buddy upstairs right now, up high on the Mountain Man Cam, as we call it, the wide angle cam, Justin Jones. He's in charge of the car show there, antique car show. You can get a hold of him at 870-450-2308, 870-450-2308. Harvest Festival tomorrow, Wind Park, Corning, Arkansas, guys. Be there.
Have you ever known Justin not to work or have his hands in something?
No, he that's all he ever does. That's all he knows, man. Kickoff, end over end. Bo Young catches it coming forward like a center fielder would. I like that. Looked like Harrison Bader there catching a pop-up out there. I like that.
Good job for coming up, not letting that get down to the ground. You got to catch those things in the air. Football is the most unpredictable thing ever.
Oh,
it's
it bounces.
Harder. Yeah. It's harder than math.
Yeah, it really
to
is.
Catch whenever it gets down on the ground.
It really is. I was taking my shoes off to do some math earlier, and I can at least do that. So, guys, in our conference tonight in the 3-3A, we have Harrisburg at Walnut Ridge. Harrisburg is a 12-point favorite in that game. Hoxie at Manila. Hoxie is a 35-point favorite. And Osceola at Piggott. Osceola is a 33-point favorite. At halftime, we'll try to get you some updates on those games if we can. Conference standings right now, Osceola 4-0 in conference. Newport also 4-0. Harrisburg 2-2. Hoxie 2-2. Walnut Ridge 2-2. Corning 1-3. And Manila kind of in the basement there at 0-4 in conference. 2:04 to go here. Low snap. Somehow he picked it up in time. And I tell you what, he's going to be brought down really, really quick by a slew of orange. And I tell you, you can almost just pick your number there. I did see number 16, Chris Reynolds, in there as well. Maybe he was the first one, but you could pick just about half of that Newport defense in order to pick a tackle there. Number 50 as well, Kevon Dixon. Again, he's the strongest of the bunch here with a 290-pound bench press and a 410-pound squat. And it's 1:37 to go here, folks. Guys, hey, give us a subscribe on YouTube. We'll talk a little bit more about that here later on. There's a red button on YouTube we'd love for you to subscribe on and get us up to our 1,000 mark. We'll talk about that here in just a minute. Again, we got Jake Gutierrez in at quarterback now. Good job, good handoff. Clayton Crosby slit, but somehow got a little bit of yardage there. It's going to go from second down and 14 to about third down and 12. Good job there by Clayton Crosby. Again, you got a backup quarterback in here, different animal, okay? And of all the nights to have to play quarterback, it's cold, it's windy, it's rainy.
Yeah. You know, if you're Newport, you're going to wise up. You're probably going to stack up the box pretty heavy to stop the run. Have we seen Jake Gutierrez at quarterback any this year yet?
No, but in junior high he did a little bit of, last year he did a little bit of it. In senior high he had to. Our hand was forced with injuries, and here we are again. But no, we have not. And they do have a safety pretty deep back here, Newport, which I'm really surprised. Pre-snap penalty here, Laundry on the field. That's Theron Davis back here at safety. 5-yard penalty, looks like false start on the Bobcats, shooting themselves in the foot there. 42 seconds to go here at Greyhound Field in Newport, Arkansas.
Yeah, you know, it looks like Newport's having all their defensive backs up, playing press game, and one safety deep. Maybe catch them sleeping here.
Amen. And listen, you got to get them off that line of scrimmage eventually. You got to use their aggressiveness against them. You know, maybe some screen passes, some different counts, cadences, or whatever it may be. Gutierrez breaks the tackle to the outside. He's going to cut it up. He got a little bit of yardage there. Obviously, it's not enough for the first down, and that's probably going to be our final play of the first quarter. The Bobcats on the other end of this quarter change will have a fourth down, and I'm going to say about 16, 17 yards to go as we end the first quarter here. 10 seconds to go unless they can hurry up and get up there and snap it, and I just don't see that happening here. Guys, again, dodgeball tournament, Corning, Arkansas, November 2nd. One more time, dodgeball tournament, November 2nd, Corning, Arkansas. If you can dodge a wrench,
you can dodge a ball. Do you know the 5 Ds of dodgeball?
Dip, duck, dive, dodge, and dart?
Dodge.
I don't know.
Dodge, dip, duck, dive, and
I feel like Muhammad Ali here, just kind of, going at it, float like a butterfly and stinging like a bee. Again, dodgeball tournament, Corning, Arkansas, November 2nd. It's co-ed, okay? You got to have at least one woman, one man on each team, okay? You can't do all men, you can't do all women. There's 2 different age divisions, actually, grades 9 through 12 for the kids. It's all about the kids, man.
Hey,
it's
I like that.
It's got to be about us, too, though. We got an adult division, too. And we're going to be in it. We're going to be in it, folks. As a matter of fact, we're actually going to stream the championship game, CSR is. $50 entry fee, guys. Get with Jackie Eddington, 870-323. 1912, 870-323-1912 as Carson Bowser just loves the camera. He's supposed to be out there on a camera. We're going to quit paying him in tutu rolls and just take it away from him. But either way, second quarter here. What do you think, Jared?
You know who you need to invite to the dodgeball?
Who's that?
Nicholas Arnold.
Oh, good Lord, that big, tall guy with lanky arms. He would absolutely put a hole in the wall.
Absolutely. Crystal Ring, you probably know how hard he can throw.
He hit a girl?
You don't remember that?
No, I don't.
I don't know if it's appropriate for the air, but I'll tell it anyways.
4th down and 17, Bobcats punting from their own 27-yard line. Good snap. Comstock, decent punt. Again, there's that number 2. They're on Davis. He's quick. Watch, he ran into his own player, and he's still going. He's got the outside. He does have the outside. He's almost gone. I think he's pushed out of bounds somewhere around that 22 or 23-yard line. That's exactly what they're going to say. My goodness, that kid. 4.40 speed for number 2 in orange. My goodness.
Some of the YouTube followers here. Debbie Hill says, I'm watching from, and I'm going to butcher this, Misawa, Japan.
Misawa?
Well,
Misawa.
You might have saw me, but I don't know if I saw you. But Misawa, Japan. That's impressive.
I think she's turning Japanese. I think she's turning. Watching from Davenport, Iowa. Very nice. That's a Texas Eagle Angel 77. We appreciate you tuning in. Handoff. Number 2, Davis, near side. He's got a lot of room. He cut it up quick. He's going to score. Touchdown Newport with 11:40 to go here in the second quarter. You know, it didn't look like he had much of a seam there, but he made it happen. He's like Flash out there, man.
He's smooth like butter.
He really is. Silky smooth.
Silky smooth.
26-0 to Love to Goose Egg, nothing. Whatever sport you're playing, it's all the same. There's a 0 there with 11:40 to go here in the second quarter. This is the high-power offense we're talking about. As Newport sets up for the extra point, they're going to bring on somebody else who wasn't on the field, and Bull Coach is yelling at him right now. Coach, I was excited, man. I was getting with the cheerleaders over there. They were happy. I was happy. Extra point is up, and it certainly looks good. The referees are going to concur. That ball almost bounced over the chain link fence back there into the country club back here at Newport here.
For any future football players, if your coach gets on to you, do not tell him what Andy just said. That is bad advice. Coach would probably tell you just go ahead and be a cheerleader.
At that point,
and get off of his field.
You're right, absolutely. Brenda Price is watching. Felicia Small is watching. Brandy Robinson's watching. Darren Patrick Miller Jr., Verna Godwin's watching. Pam Williams is watching. Guys, hey, we want to hear some survivor stories, some cancer survivor stories. Hey, it is October, guys. We want to hear your cancer survivor story. If it's you, if it's someone you know, friend, family, whatever it is. Wanda Almerding is watching. Love what you guys are doing. Wonderful. Wonderful. Wanda, you are wonderful to us. We appreciate you tuning in. Randy and Pam Moore's watching. Tasha K says, come on, Bobcats. Hey, Tasha K, thank you very, very, very much. She gave us a bunch of Rolos that Growl stole from me last night, by the way, on air. I don't know if y'all seen that in the junior high game. I had like 5 or 6 Rolos there, and all of a sudden they started coming up missing. Onside kick attempt, and I tell you what, this is dangerous. I think Corning touched that football, and I think Newport may have recovered. We'll see what the referees say. I didn't think it was going to get 10 yards, and all of a sudden a Bobcat just dives in there.
You know what? I'm going to be the optimist. I'm going to say that he dove over the ball. The ball went underneath him. He didn't touch it. Looks like the umpires are having a hard time agreeing on what's going on here. But
what did you see? What did you see? It's cold. It's rainy. I can't see.
Well, the ball has to travel 10 yards.
It
right?
does. It does. Well, let me say that. Let me say this. So it has to travel 10 yards before Newport can touch it. But if Corning touches it first, and actually it's going to be Corning ball according to the white hat there, we appreciate that. We'll take all the bounces we can get. But if Corning touches it first, it doesn't matter where it's at. It could be 5 yards up. It's irrelevant. But that means the ball would be in play as Parker Davis and Dylan Richmond come off, Riley Grubb and Clayton Crosby come on.
That's kind of tough. I mean, I feel sorry for the guy. He sees the ball and he's getting real excited, I'm sure.
Well, listen, that was our man, Jared Seelig. He's been so – somebody flipped his switch tonight. My goodness, he's been aggressive, and I love it. Snap, handoff, Comstock inside. He's got nowhere to go. I mean, a sea of orange there, bless his heart. And I don't think he had much of a hope there. Number 44 was the first there, Tyler Johnson. Again, Tyler is a junior, 5'10", 190. Missed half. Most of last season. Good job plugging the hole, young man.
Well, we've got someone that's supporting Newport, Sean Page. We appreciate anybody watching.
Absolutely, guys. Hey, listen, on Facebook, share this stream. If you're watching and you're listening, you can hear my deep, sultry voice. Share this stream if you can. And let's get all these kids noticed, okay? Even the Newport kids. 10:59 to go here. 2nd down and 10 for the Bobcats. They're going to be sacked in the backfield. That's number 5. That's your leader on defense, Clemmy Alcorn. He's their best overall defensive player if you've watched any kind of film, and he's a dandy. He really is. He's an all-conference. He has over 50 tackles this year. In fact, he has 55 coming into the game tonight. Brian Underwood is saying that wasn't onside. He missed the kick. Well, hey, either way, when we looked up, the ball was traveling right about the 50-yard line. And either way, if you got guys going after it, to me, that's an onside kick either way. 10:28 to go, and the clock is running here in the second quarter. Keeper, Gutierrez, near side. He's got a block from Comstock, I should say. Got a few yards there. It's going to bring up a fourth down, though, for the Bobcats. And I know it's fourth and long, but do you go for it here, Jared?
Yeah, I think you have to. I know that's probably not coach's MO is to go for it when it's fourth and long. But, you got to try to keep it interesting, try to get some ignite a flame under this offense. But it looks like they're going to punt it away.
A little lighter fluid. Exactly. Crystal Lucas is watching. Jonathan Rongal is watching. Jason Liu is watching. Brenda Arnold is watching. Carletta Scobie. Justin Whitman. Guys, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. We got a big audience tonight. Good punt there by Comstock. It's going to take a Bobcat bounce. Dylan Lane's going to pick it up, catch it around the 7, 8, no, we're going to say 9-yard line. Good job. Way to pin them back under the 10.
That was a very impressive kick.
My goodness, he took his anger out on the football. What is that old water boy? Visualize an attack.
Yeah, visualize an attack. That's right.
Peggy Taylor's watching. Paul Hunt's watching. Alfonso Dean, thanks for covering this live. Hey, he gives us the strong white bull, and I like that. Well, thank you, Alfonso, for tuning in the other week. Appreciate you, Jeremy Cobb as well, Wayne Tilley as well, as the Newport Greyhounds take over 9:38 to go. Our scoreboard, I believe, it's 27-0 there. And I hope you guys like the new scoreboard here. We got the pink there for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Get your butt out there, Red Eddington. Get on out there, son. Now he had a guy that was uncovered there for a second. Jared Seelig, Mike, he's a man possessed. He's a man on a mission.
Yeah, man on fire. And maybe the other guys need to get around him if he's on fire, get a little warmed up.
Go over and kind of rub his helmet for luck. Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely.
Get a little some of what he's got.
The good stuff. Laurie Mock says, go Cats, watching from our house. Josh Jansen, Nick Beard, let's go Hounds. Well, Nick, they sure are going right now, brother. 27-0 with 9:10 to go here in the opening quarter. They're going to hand it off. That's going to be that guy again, Monquel Cox. Man, he is so good in open field. Good job by Dylan Richmond there at the second level, bringing him down, but not before a first down for Newport. Man, when he gets out in that – he gets a little bit of space. He is tough. He is tough to take down. You almost got to force him back inside and hope your cavalry's going to be there.
Well, if you're a defensive back, you've got a wide receiver trying to block you. Or if you're a linebacker and you get like a tight end coming out to block you, it's kind of tough, especially with those speedy guys, to get off your block and get a tackle. It's almost guaranteed to have an arm tackle in that moment. And you're just not going to pull anybody down in this wet condition with an arm tackle.
Absolutely. That's number 8, Jadarius Reed. And that, I'm tell you what, he is another good athlete. He was the junior high's top tackler last year. He has 362 rushing yards this year, folks, as a sophomore. I'm going to tell you something. This is a stellar sophomore class right here. It really is. And they got some good ones coming up. And they got a couple really good juniors, too. I know Clemmy's a senior. They're going to lose him, and also Monquel Cox. But, guys, this team is going to be dynamite next year, too. If you're a Newport fan, you've got a lot to look forward to. Thank goodness they are moving to a different conference next year. We'll talk about that here in just a second. There's Reed again. He's going to try to get the outside. He decides to cut it up. Nowhere to go. Riley Grubb there on the tackle. Good job by number 20 in white and number 44, Gary Comstock.
Yeah, he said, you're not going to fool me, man. You're not going to get outside, nor am I going to let you cut the ball up. That was great one-on-one tackling. Mano-a-mano, Riley Grubb. Good job, young man.
Jadarius Reed is their fourth-string running back. Think about that for a second, guys. Fourth-string running back has 362 yards on the season coming into this game. That's unbelievable. Theron Davis has 3 rushes for 101 yards for Newport right now. Unreal. 7:48 to go and counting here in the second quarter at Greyhound Field in Newport, Arkansas. There's going to be another pre-snap penalty. We haven't had a penalty during the play yet. False start on the team in orange.
I'm gonna quote Mr. Adam Valance on here. Credit to Newport's big guys up front. If you're getting fourth-string sophomore running backs who are getting big-time yards like that, there's got to be I'm sure that they're athletic, but you got to give credit to those guys up front. They've got to have some talent up there.
I want to take a second to talk about that, too. That's a very good point because when you hear the one knock as a quarterback keeper up the middle, he's got all kinds of room. That's Alcorn. Is he going to be brought down? Good job by number 1 in white, Dakota Amaker. Good angle, son. Touchdown, save, and tackle. But that's a good point. The knock on this Newport team, if you start talking around, whether it's the media, whether it's some of the local fans, is the offensive line, the lack of size, the lack of depth. Guys, I'm seeing a pretty darn good line here tonight.
Yeah, because we've got some big dudes on our defensive line.
Yes, we
do.
do.
And I'm noticing that, players like Jared Seelig, we've said his name all night long. And, they're getting double-team tackles, getting him upfield, and they're putting where it counts.
Exactly. Alcorn, handoff, Reed. He's got a little stutter step there. He's going to be brought down, number 67. No, he's not. He's still going. Touchdown, Newport. What a play. My goodness. Normally we only reserve the Holy Hay Bells for Corning, but Holy Hay Bells. What a play by number 8 in orange, Jadarius Reed. 67, Dakota Wilkins did a good job of trying to wrap up and hang on, but he just couldn't quite do it. He got those wheels a-turning, and, man, good effort there. Good second and third effort by number 8 in orange. 33-0 Newport, 6:57 to go.
Maybe I saw Coach Hensley rubbing some Crisco on him over there on the
I
sideline.
think that's what it was.
He ran through about 4 tackles there.
Slippery when wet. And it is wet tonight, folks. A little Bon Jovi album there for you, Slippery when wet. Extra points good, 34-0 Newport, and they are pouring it on here, as is the rain at Greyhound Field. Again, 3A3 conference battle. Again, we've got a few of them out there tonight. Harrisburg at Walnut Ridge. Again, Harrisburg 12-point favorite. Hoxie at Manila. Hoxie's a 35-point favorite. Osceola at Piggott. Osceola's a 33-point favorite. Guys, we want to hear, again, your cancer survivor stories. Guys, we really, really do. Like I said, me and Jared both mentioned ours, and Justin McKinney's watching, Nick Beard's watching. You got some people over there on YouTube right now?
Not yet. And,
Okay.
I'm typically the guy who's going to look at the YouTube chat up here in the box. And so YouTube, I don't want to make a rivalry between the Facebook crowd, but let's get it going before the Facebook crowd does. Let's get some more involvement over here.
Listen, right now we are dominating your side. I'm going to tell you that right now. Facebook is dominating the YouTube side, and it's not even close. I mean, it is an utter blowout.
Andy, it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. And our YouTube following is starting to build up a little bit of steam. So.
They're a second-half team, you're saying. Like in golf, it's not how you drive, it's how you arrive. Number 8, Dylan Lane catches it. My goodness, he's got a little bit of yards there. Good job. How did that little man squeeze through all that?
Again, I think that maybe there's some Crisco being passed around down
there. He found the smallest light there, the smallest seam of light, and somehow got through it about 3 or 4 times. Good job of number 8, Dylan Lane, on a wet, Drury night. Jessica McKinney, Karen Walkwell is also watching. Corley Martin. Chris Murray says, what happened to Clay? We're still not sure. We're trying to get someone down there. Hopefully at halftime we can get down there and get you guys some kind of answer. We hate to even try to assume, as the Bobcats will take over here at their own 38-yard line with 6:52 to go here in the second quarter. Blaine Jett's watching. Kelly Esmond. Jay Malone's watching. We appreciate you. Chad Lindsay. Zane Watkins as well. Guys, Jay Malone, very talented man. Y'all use him now. He's local. Amaker keeper up the middle, and I think Nathan Cochran just mentioned something about getting your fastest guy on offense. Well, there he was right there, number 1. Not much of a gain there, though. I think we might have lost one there as Amaker's coming off the field now. But again, Jay Malone, big-time stuff. He is very, very professional. If you're at Newport and you want a good video, call this man. Photography, graphic designs, business cards, vinyl lettering, 870-323-0929. Jay Malone with Jay's Photography. Y'all check him out if you can. Jen Tucker says, I'm a 4-year cancer survivor. Praise God. Praise God, Jen. I love that. Absolutely, Jen Tucker. I love it. A 4-year cancer survivor. That is fantastic news. We appreciate you mentioning that. Gutierrez near side. He's got some room. He got to that second level. We have not seen that tonight hardly at all. Good chunk of yards there. It is going to bring up a third down, though, in about 4 yards, I'm thinking, if I can see the chains down here.
Yeah, it looks like about 3 or 4 yards, maybe 5, actually.
You just had a
third and manageable.
Third and manageable.
Third and manageable.
You just had to correct me. I see how you are, Jared. I'm kidding.
Well,
I'm kidding.
I'd love to see them convert this down, get the first down, keep the sticks moving, keep this drive alive. We need it.
I absolutely agree. Michelle Hembry, I'm a 4-year cancer survivor as well. God is good. Man, that is lovely. I love to hear that. Thank you, Michelle. 2 4-year survivors. There's Gutierrez, keeper, near side. Does he have enough for the first down? It's awful close. I think he's going to be about short of probably about a yard or so. And, man, hey, if I'm Coach Treadway and staff, I know Trevor Poe's a little bit over the offense. I send them in. Let's go for it. Now, they've quarterback sneaked here in the past, but, again, you don't have your quarterback out there, Clay Smith. So what do you do here, Jared?
Well, if see what the defense gives you. If they stack it up inside, if they go more like a goal line defense, maybe try to get an edge. Maybe try to get some guys in motion, overload on one side, see if you can't seal the edge and get out there to the edge. What do you think?
I totally agree. Again, there's a lot of team speed, though, on this Newport defense, so we got to keep that in mind. Man in motion. That's Eddington. Keeper up the middle. It's going to be awful close, folks. It's going to be really close. And both judges are they're going to say first down. Good job there by number 2 in white. Move the chains, gentlemen. First down, Bobcats. 4:48 to go. Brent Luttrell's watching.
Marshall Woodhouse is watching. Hillary Riley, I am watching from right here in front of you. Well, we appreciate you, Miss Riley. She's waving at us there. Thank you very, very much. We appreciate she tuned in last night, and it was a lot of help to us. We appreciate it. Don Hubbard's watching. Dwayne Blanchard is also watching. Brenda Godair, I'm watching from home tonight. I got too cold last night watching my two play in junior high. Well, they were sure good players. Comstock, near side, he's got some room. He cuts it up quick. Little second effort there, a little spin cycle. Gets in some extra yardage there. Hey, easy killer now, easy now. A little aggressive there after the play.
Hey, I like the aggressiveness, man. I mean, you get a good play, and some guys are trying to take that ball away from you when you're already down. Just tell them, no, that's mine, man. You ain't going to take that from me.
Absolutely. I love it. Hey, again, thanks, Ms. Goddard, for watching. Again, your two junior high kids, they really were good last night. They played really well. Rachel Jackson, Randall Godden's watching. Bobby Pridgeon, I wish you was at Xena game tonight. Well, I'll tell you what, holler at us next time. Listen, we're okay. We're going to Hope, Arkansas here in a few weeks, actually. We've asked to go over there right after the Rice Bowl, so we'll be heading up there. Comstock in the middle. He's got nothing but green grass in front of him. The 15, 10, 5, he stiff arms the guys. He hit. It's awful close. They marked him down at the 1 yard line, 3:30 to go. The Bobcats are storming down the field.
Flex them muscles, big boy. Say, I'm a man. I'm 44.
I like that. That was good. I'm a man. I'm 40. I love it. That was really clever.
Well, he's number 44.
That was really clever.
Okay, thanks.
For those folks that don't know, Google that. Coach Gundy at Oklahoma State. Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40. Let's see if the Bobcats can punch it in here, folks. They're about the 1.5 yard line. Keeper, far side, Gutierrez. He's awful close. They're going to mark him down at about the 1 yard line. 3:05 to go. We've got time here. It's going to bring up second down and goal for the Bobcats. We need those big Corning Crushers up there to plow the road right now in a big way.
Give it to Comstock again. That's what I want to see. He's playing aggressive, man. He had a little tango right there, and now he's on fire.
20-second play clock. Keeper, Gutierrez, far side, touchdown! C-H-S! Put 6 on the board for the Bobcats of Corning. The black and gold strike with 2:41 to go here in the second quarter. There's your instant replay. Keeper Gutierrez over the far side. He just took it himself. He would have scored a two-hand touch there.
Fan-stinking-tastic. I'm so glad that we got on the board on that drive.
Absolutely.
We were talking about it earlier. If we just get that first down, keep the sticks moving, have a big play.
Absolutely. It's the small things. They build up after a while. 2:41 to go. Bobcats going for 2 here. Low snap. Good job, Gutierrez handling it. He's going to keep it up the middle. Is he in? It's awful close. They're going to say he is. Tack on 2 more. Great job by the Bobcats there. 34-8 here with 2:41 to go in the second quarter. And the Bobcats are now on the board. Fantastic job there, and a good job. Hey, that was all set up by the offensive line and by Gary Comstock, that big, big run. Hey, folks, follow us if you can on Instagram Cracker or Insta Pudding or whatever that page is. I'm not cool enough to understand what these things are. Luckily, we've got guys here that are. Suppose we have an Instagram page. What do you do? Do you follow? Do you like? Do you share? Do you tweet? Do you subscribe? Do you bundle? Do you hug? What do you do? How do they do that?
I'm not exactly an old man. I don't do the Instagram. I love Twitter now.
What do they do on Instagram, Ricky? How do they stalk us on there? They follow us? Okay, you guys, stalk us by following us on Instagram, okay? We've got a page now. We even have a website. It's not quite fully done, but it's redlinealliance.com. Check it out, too. And, hey, YouTube, listen to me. Bring that camera to me real quick. I need, if we can find it, it's going to take a second here because we got like 15 cameras. Rocky Flores with a kick. Hang on just a second here. Onside kick by Mr. Rocky Flores. It's going to bounce back. And the Bobcats going to get it. They're not. Newport caught a big break there. My goodness. That kid cannot kick a better onside kick than that. Great job by number 77. Yeah, let's bring that camera over here if we got it now. Listen. We want 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. That big red label there, like the good whole milk stuff. I don't know what he's doing with his eyebrows. They'll just ignore him. 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. If we get that before basketball season, I will ride a bull or live bull. It's the stupidest marketing plan in the history of mankind. Don't look at me like that. But I'm going to do it. And it's a plan so crazy, so diabolical, it might just work. You're still doing the eyebrow thing. It's really awkward. You got to stop it, man. We're too close to each other.
I have a specialty of making things awkward.
Well, you did a great job there. Great A effort. Number 2, again, Davis, far side. Every time he touches it, he goes far. He's just kind of playing around right now like Barry Sanders out there. Shake and bake. Whoop! Whoop! He's got a blocker on the far side. Amore shaking back. He's still going. My goodness, they finally bring him down. He was looking east and west more than he looked north and south there, and that's extremely dangerous. Good job dealing with Richmond. I tell you what, you get that east and west game going, all of a sudden you don't see a guy, and bam, your lights are out, brother. You got to be careful with those.
Yeah, and you know what? That's one thing that might get this defense charged up and start to deliver some big hits. You see a guy dancing out there, and you see your guys missing, and it kind of gets you fired up. So hopefully that plays against him.
Awesome. Hey, we're hearing about Delane Woods at Corning Middle School teacher Misty Joller is a cancer survivor. That's awesome. Up the middle, there goes that man again, Theron Davis, and they're not even going to touch him. Touchdown Newport with 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Make it 40-8 Newport. My goodness. He is a tough one just to get a hand on, much less bring down. Again, Delane Woods said Corning Middle School teacher Misty Joller is a cancer survivor. That is a fantastic thing. We love to hear that. Anybody else out there, if you know someone close, friends, family, or whoever it may be, Bill Storms is watching, Scott Ward, Becca Barajas is watching, Misty Joller, Megan Burkhart. Extra point. Decent snap, decent hold, kick is up, and it is good. Again, 2 minutes to go here at Greyhound Field in Newport, Arkansas. Make it Newport 41, Corning 8. And I hope that Subway sandwich is still back here, that turkey breast Subway sandwich, the one that you claim to have licked. I sure hope that is not the case.
You can test it.
Cindy Hart is watching. Megan Burkhart, Winnie Williams, Tammy Lowe. Dana Lynch Brown's watching. Ronnie Jones, Silver Fox, baby. Ronnie Jones says Pickett 12, Osceola 12, second quarter. Holy hay bells, what about that score?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say on YouTube Live, Arkmo 12. Pickett, he reported the same score. Pickett 12, Osceola 12, second quarter.
Update on the stats here for Theron Davis. 5 carries, 153 yards, folks. That's 5 carries and 153 yards for number 2 in Orange. Unbelievable right there for number 2 in Orange. I just about knocked our broadcast camera over. Last night, if you joined us, we actually lost our hub. It went out the window of the press box. And good job there. Who was that caught that? The up back there. You're not, I think is that Red Eddington? It is Red Eddington. Wow. You're not used to getting that coming to you. And for him to catch that was a fantastic job there by number 25 in white. Not only did he catch it, but then he held on to it and actually tried to make something out of it. Good job there, Rhett. And he's just a sophomore, folks. Yeah, if you joined us last night, we darn near lost our entire feed. Our hub, our really expensive hub that makes all this even possible, flew out the window. And somehow it just, like Rocky Balboa, the Italian style, and it took a beating and kept on coming. Big-time score update there. Pickett 12. Again, Osceola 12. Again, Newport and Osceola, they're tied right now in conference at 4-0 each. That ball, is it on the ground? I believe it is, and I believe Newport is going to jump on that football. Again, it's like not ideal conditions. Listen, we're not making excuses for them, but definitely not ideal conditions. It's raining. It's, you got a new quarterback in there that hasn't been in there all year. It's really, really tough. You haven't been practicing with that center very much as number 67, Dakota Wilkins comes off. He's pretty fast. He's awful nimble coming off the field there.
Yeah. That last play, it's tough on Jake Gutierrez. He didn't quite handle that ball well, and once it hit the turf, he wanted to pick it up and try to get some positive yards out of it. Yeah. But on the second hand, he kept looking up a little too soon. Maybe that's because Newport's been getting some backfield pressure all night long.
All night long. Yeah, a little Lionel Richley there for you.
So he had time. He just, probably felt some pressure was coming on and just couldn't quite secure the ball.
Yeah, 1:53 to go here in the second quarter, 41-8 Newport as we got a timeout on the field. Bruce and Brenda McGrew said, shout out to Park Elementary, breast cancer survivors, Missy Lyles, Paige Cat, Dorinda Shepard, and Linda Dickens. Let's say that one more time because I love that kind of information, guys. Bruce and Brenda McGrew says, shout out to Park Elementary, breast cancer survivors, Missy Lyles, Paige Cat, Dorinda Shepard, and Linda Dickens. I love that type of stuff right there. You love to hear that. Donna McGee says, Miss McGee says, go Hounds, come see us at the concession stand. We absolutely love to. Matter of fact, actually, Donna, if they have ate my last Subway sandwich, I will be seeing you here very, very, very soon.
I like Chewy Sprees. Just putting that out there.
Chewy Sprees. I don't think they have Chewy Sprees. That's awful picky.
I'm just saying if they have it.
If they're going to offer food, though, like not just sprees, not just like I want
I'll
the
pay
chewy
for
sprees.
it. I'll pay for it.
Okay.
But if they have the chewy spree
He's so
variety,
picky. He's
so
picky.
good.
I'll tell you what. Lori Mock says,
I
Paige
like what I
Cat is
like.
my survivor hero. I love that as Growl's up here. I don't know what he's doing here.
He says,
I think he just gave me a wet willy, and I've got a headphone on. As you see, Clemmy Alcorn's going to score, and he actually welcomed the contact there at the end. Touchdown, Newport, and there is a flag on the field back here near the line of scrimmage on the edge. Joyce Huckabee says, watching it is still raining. Yes, it sure is. It is coming down, Joyce. 1:44 to go here. Kelly Watson's also watching. We appreciate that. Have we seen what the call is going to be here? They're obviously bringing it back, so you would assume it's going to be on Newport. Holding on the boys in orange. That's a big break there for the Bobcats. And as we got – he's trying to warm up. Growl's up here. I don't know if we can get that on camera. Again, it's tough. There's so many camera angles that he's got to go through tonight. That's our producer, Colton Lady. but Growl is up. Where you at, Growl? It's okay, buddy. Come on. I know you love the spotlight. He's up here. He's freezing. He came upstairs with us, and we're going to take him in. He's got all that fur. And now he's throwing the water on us. One night he steals my Rolos, and now he's getting us wet with the water. Number one, keeper up the middle. He's got two guys to beat. And is he going to beat him? No. Good job, Clayton Crosby and Dakota Amaker. Elijah Alcorn was almost gone. He almost took it to the house there, but thanks to Amaker.
Nothing like a wet cat
Crosby,
all over you.
A wet cat up here, and he's right, man. He just he shook it off all on us there. Hey, Growl, I don't know, do cats eat Subway? If cats eat Subway, there's some Subway right there. Okay, here we go.
Growl, I was going to give you some love earlier and say that, one person that came out here that was fearless is Growl. Cats don't like water. Growl's been out there all night long.
Yeah, until he decided to come up here and, shimmer off and shake off. Alcorn up the middle. He bounces inside. Touchdown, Newport. 1:11 to go here in the second quarter. That's going to make it 47-8. Newport, and again, this high-powered offense, we talked about them earlier, they average a blistering 46 points a game. Our defense, by the way, has been giving up 32 points a game. We're at 47 now, and there's still a little bit of time to go here in the first half. I will speak of this about this defense, though. About 3 weeks ago at Manila, they had their first shutout, first Bobcat defensive shutout since 2013. Think about that one. Another pre-snap penalty. Who's this one going to be on? False start on Newport. That was one of the things talking to Coach earlier this week that, one of the biggest, bugaboos for Newport is kind of untimely penalties this year. It's really hurt them. Obviously they're 6-1, 4-0. It hasn't hurt them too much. But if there's one blemish you could say was that, and then, of course, talking to everybody else, it's the offensive line. But, again, tonight, the offensive line's looked awful good.
Well, like a coach to point out, you're never going to accept perfection.
Amen.
You can't. There's always somewhere that you can improve, and the moment that you say that you can't improve anywhere is the moment whenever you're going to let somebody sneak up and get you.
That's right. Extra point is no good this time. It's going to stay 47-8 Newport with 1:11 to go. Again, this defense for Bobcats, I will say this about them too, though. They have forced 10 turnovers this year in just 7 games. That's more than all of last season. You love to see those little things that they're starting to do. They're building the foundation here, Coach Treadway is, and they're on the upswing. Hey, we talked to a lot of Newport people today, and they agreed. Actually, they were the ones that kind of brought it up to our attention. That, hey, Corning is on the upswing, and if they can see it, obviously, I hope you guys at home can see that too. Brenda Yielding says, that's our boys, love football. Amanda Wiedemann's watching. We appreciate you and your sponsorship. Missy Jolly, Judy Miller, Dana Hunt, Vernie Carpenter, old Vern is watching. Jason Lewis says, go Bobcats. Kenya Evans is watching. Dan and Pam Elders are watching. Jody Wright says, everyone I took care of at Corning Therapy Living Center that had cancer or has now, and God bless. Awesome. Love it. Love it, Jody Wright, and I love the shout-out to all of your patients. I guess that would be the right terminology. So, and again, tonight we've all got our pink on. Even Growl's got a pink tutu on, believe it or not. Oh, that ball is coming loose there from Dylan Richmond. I think he jumped on it. Good job. I don't know if we got our camera back over here, but either way, we'll get Growl later on his pink tutu here in the second half at some time. Don Burkett says, way to go, Bobcats. Ginger Hewitt. Courtney Bechet. Man, we got a lot of people on tonight. This is fantastic. You guys rock, man. Speaking of, right now, Corning Sports Report, as far as social media, that's Facebook and YouTube, if you add the viewers together, per game average, we are number 1 in the state in football views for social media. Guys, that is fantastic on live stream, and you guys rock, man. You're rocking it tonight, too, and we appreciate it big time. Hopefully all of our camera angles and and graphics and different things like that. Hopefully we're bringing a good production to you. Snap, handoff, Crosby. Near side, he's going to bounce out to the far side. He's going to be finally brought down by number 29 for Newport. I could not see the other number. I believe that's 56. Number 29 is going to be Caden Johnson, the sophomore, 5'10", 155. Goes Caden Johnson. And, again, I couldn't tell who that – was it 56 or 55? I could not tell. If it's 56, that's Spencer Mullins again. I tell you what, he's a senior. He's a good one. Long, long arms, and I think that is him. He did a heck of a job there of wrapping up. It's going to bring up second down to 6 with 37 seconds to go here in the second half. The Bobcats are going to do something. They got to do it pretty quick. Handoff, Dylan Lane. Good job by Dylan Lane. He's got a little bit of room. Puts his head down. He's still chomping those feet. I love to see that. And I tell you, there's a little extracurricular activity there to the whistle. They could have threw a flag there on either team there, I think, but they chose not to. 20 seconds to go and a 30-something second play clock. This could be the final play of the first half.
It's kind of one of them unofficial offsetting penalties. You just could have called it on both sides. I'm just not going to throw the flag at all. Just let it be.
Exactly.
What it is.
Their arms may be hurting. They've actually thrown several of them. And our first half is going to come to an end here at Greyhound Field with the Newport Greyhounds leading 47-8. Folks, listen. We will be right back with you. We've got to pay our bills. We do have some bills, believe it or not. You don't get this good looking without some bills, okay? That's not the case. I got wrinkles and receding hairline, all kinds of stuff. But anyways, we got to pay our bills. We'll be right back, guys. We'll recap the first half. Look forward to the second half as well. So stick with us, guys, if you can. Hang out with us. We appreciate you guys. Again, this is Corning Sports Report's live coverage of Corning Bobcat football. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors. Harold's Barbecue out of Corning, Arkansas. Proud sponsors of the Corning Bobcats. The best barbecue in town by a stoplight. Stop by and say hi to the crazy pitmaster, Lyndon Massey. Carry out, dine in, catering. Come hungry, leave happy. Harold's Barbecue. A big thanks to Goodman Drug Company out of Corning, Arkansas. Kathy Goodman and staff would like to invite you to drop by for any of your pharmaceutical needs and or Razorback and Bobcat apparel. Drop by and see them Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and Saturday, 9 to 1, or use the convenient drive-thru. Goodman Drug Company out of Corning, Arkansas. Red Taylor Ford, locally owned and operated by the Taylor family since 1977. Their company has been an integral part of the Corning community since their beginning, participating and or donating to basically every major community project to come before them. They have a top-notch service department with master certified technicians. Contact them for all of your automotive needs at 870-857-3516 or at www.redtaylorford.com.
This is Mike Vincent, certified public accountant. I've been a Bobcat fan for as long as I can remember, having worn the black and gold as a student years ago. Join me in supporting our students as they proudly represent our school and community. And come see me on 2nd Street in downtown Corning for all your tax and accounting needs. Go Bobcats.
CSR would like to thank Parkview Restaurant of Corning, Arkansas for their sponsorship. Parkview offers breakfast, lunch, and supper, including daily plate lunches, and they have a daily with a variety of lunch meats and nightly specials. Amy and Danny and Jordan are big supporters of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Thank you to Parkview Restaurant. A special thanks to Richardson Family Dentistry out of Corning, Arkansas. Locally owned, locally operated, a fine dental office with a great staff that are all proud sponsors of the Corning Bobcat Athletics program. Richardson Family Dentistry. Your local Farm Bureau insurance company introducing Ag Promise, an exceptional policy that protects everything farmers rely on. Ag Promise is a competitively priced, easy to understand, and tailored to meet your specific needs. That's Farm Bureau's commitment to you, and they have a team of local agents and adjusters ready to back it up. Give them a call today to protect your agribusiness. It's not complicated, it's a promise. Ag Promise, 870-857-6788.
Hey all you Bobcats, this is Ty Price of Price Farms, and I want to challenge everyone to attend at least 5 football games this year. Let's show our boys that we believe in them. Remember, once a Bobcat, always a Bobcat.
A special thanks to Solace Grain Bins and S&L Irrigation on their sponsorship. Whether it's grain bins, wells, pumps, underground pipe, or any service of that nature, Solace Grain Bins and S&L Irrigation will take care of you. Rhonda and Jerry Salas would like to wish the Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. First Choice Healthcare in Corning, Arkansas, proud sponsors of Corning Bobcat Athletics, celebrating 25 years of community healthcare. At First Choice Healthcare, we practice compassionate, affordable healthcare for everyone to help improve lives and build healthier communities. First Choice Healthcare, your community, your health. CSR would like to give a special thanks to B&B Well Drilling out of Peach Orchard, Arkansas, for their continued support of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Brian and Lisa Bass are proud graduates of Corning High School, and they invite you to call them for any of your well drilling needs. 870-215-3808, B&B Well Drilling. A big thanks to Clay County Electric Co-op out of Corning, Arkansas for their sponsorship. CCE is an electric utility company in Clay County with dedicated workers and a friendly staff, and have always been proud supporters of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Clay County Electric Co-op, 3111 US 67, Corning, Arkansas, 870-857-3521. A special thanks to Woolard Flying Service out of Corning, Arkansas for supporting Bobcat Athletics. Matt Woolard would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck this season and also remind them that the sky is the limit. Woolard Flying Service, 870-857-3839. A special thanks to Civil Engineering Associates for being proud sponsors of Corning Bobcat Athletics. 2 locations, one in Jonesboro, one in Poplar Bluff. Professional engineer John Seelig of CEA would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. Keith and Rhonda Turner of K-Ron Farms would like to encourage the community to support the students of the Corning School District. Whether it is a sporting event or an academic accomplishment, these students are representing our school. We need to let them know how proud we are of them. Let's show our Bobcat pride. It's great to be a Bobcat. K-Ron Farms. Looking for a good and reliable used car? Stop by and see the father-son combination of Mark and Kyle Williams at Mark's Car ER Auto Sales. Proud sponsors of the Corning Bobcats, locally owned and operated, 870-565-5046. Wiedemann Farms, 561 County Road 131 in Corning, Arkansas. Wiedemann Farms has been serving the Corning community since 1978. Larry and Mary Wiedemann are proud supporters of not only the city of Corning, but of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Wiedemann Farms, go Cats. The Corning Sports Report would like to give a special shout out to Boschlicker Brothers Farms for sponsoring our endeavor. The Boschlickers have always been avid Bobcats and avid supporter of all things Corning athletics. Thank you again, Boschlicker Brothers Farms. First National Bank takes the banking experience and customizes it to fit you. Whether it's supporting your Corning Bobcats or saving you time by eliminating trips to the bank, First National Bank puts you first, always. Member FDIC and equal housing lender, First National Bank. Corning Sports Report would like to give a special shout out to Jeremy and Amanda Wiedemann out of Corning, Arkansas. Extremely kind-hearted people who not only support the community, but they also support the Corning Bobcat Athletics. Jeremy and Amanda Wiedemann. The Corning Sports Report would like to give a special shout out to State Representative Joe Jett for sponsoring our endeavor. Mr. Joe Jett has always been active in the community, whether it's supporting the town of Corning or it's supporting Bobcat Athletics. This is a political ad paid for by State Representative Mr. Joe Jett. Corning Sports Report would like to give a shout out to Watson Oil Company for their continued support of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Locally owned, locally operated. Kelly and Chad Watson would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. Watson Oil Company, 406 Southeast 1st Street, Corning, Arkansas, 870-857-0006. Most of us are more comfortable doing important business with people we know and trust. You've been running into shelter insurance agent Kirk Scobie and Corning at church, at the grocery store, and the county fair for more than 25 years now. If personal service, trust, and easy access to your insurance agent are important to you, give Kirk Scobie or his team a call. Contact Kirk Scobie and ask about a free personal protection review for your auto, home, or life insurance today. From all the guys here at CSR, we'd like to give a special thanks to Mike Townsend. Mike Townsend is the owner and operator of Mike Townsend Farms, LLC out of Corning, Arkansas. Whether it's grain, lime, hay, byproducts, gravel, and litter, Mike Townsend Farms covers it all. Again, thank you to Mike Townsend Farms, LLC. Corning Sports Report would like to give a shout out to Rockwell Farms out of Peach Orchard, Arkansas. Logan and Karen Rockwell have been avid supporters of not only the city of Corning, but
pulpit of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Logan and Karen would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. Rockwell Farms. CSR would like to give a special shout-out to Heritage Ag out of Hoxie, Arkansas. Serving Arkansas farmers since 1966, leading the farm equipment industry into the 21st century. Call Brody Morrow, salesman, at 870-886-6663 or 870-809-1822, Heritage Agriculture of Arkansas. Hunting for a deal? Look no further than Legacy Equipment. Get a 1023E with loader as low as $133 a month. Need something bigger? Take home a 3025E with loader as low as $201 a month. Plus, take advantage of 0% for 84 months on all new John Deere Company utility tractors. Stop by any of Legacy Equipment's 7 convenient locations in Paragould, Corning, Piggott, Kennett, Hayti, Portageville, or New Madrid to take advantage of limited time savings. Some restrictions may apply. See dealer for detail. Offer ends November 1st, 2019.
When you need to find a part at a price that's right, that red and blue sign is just within sight. Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
Midwest Auto Parts, longtime proud supporters of the Corning Bobcats. Locally owned by the George family and serving your community since 1946. Midwest Auto Parts.
Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
We are live here at the Greyhound Field as the fans are coming by here. You want to get? Come back in. Come back in the picture. You want to wave at everybody up there? You're live on TV. I love the color of your umbrella. Matches your belt. I love it. Again, we're live here at Greyhound Field, Newport, Arkansas. Our beloved Bobcats are trailing right now 47-8. But hey, hopefully it's a game of two halves. Let's try to win this second half, the competition there. A little bit of updates, score updates that is, from around our conference. Osceola and Piggott, they're tied, folks. Tied at halftime, 12-12, as Jared's getting his mic on there. Again, Osceola's 4-0 in conference, so is Newport. It's a big game for Osceola. But, again, they're a second-half team all season long. We got about every worker up there in the booth. You guys got some candy you can throw down here? Can we get that on camera? Can we chunk it? Anybody got an arm up there at all? That was awful. Just poor. They even got the wind at their back, and they're weak, not quite. Either way, we're not very good at this, obviously. There's one, maybe not. Sorry, guys, we've tried. Watch this, guys. Oh, see that? Beautiful. I didn't catch that, actually. I apologize. All right, guys, again, I want to send it back out to my right-hand man, Jared Grady. He's going to get us going here in the second half.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. Hey everybody, welcome back to Newport, Arkansas. It's Jerry Grady, as Andy said, up here in the booth with the whole CSR crew. I wanted to start off with a few score updates, trying to keep it to our conference initially, the 3-3A. Like he said, Piggott Osceola tied 12-12 at halftime. We also have Harrisburg and Walnut Ridge. Harrisburg leading at halftime 14-6. Trying to look through here. We played EPC earlier, and they're playing Cross County today. They're up 30-0 at halftime. We've got Pocahontas and Truman. Pocahontas leading 13-8 at halftime. Any other, the 3-3A there? I'm not seeing any other updates on the 3-3A. But some good games going on right now. Some close games. Like we said, that almost the upset for a halftime score of Osceola and Piggott. Some other things that I wanted to mention tonight involves the big elephant in the room and the thing that we've been talking about a lot tonight, and that's breast cancer. So some things that I want to mention about breast cancer, and I want to keep it a little bit educational, and it's hard to be educational and to sound not negative at the same time. But there's a few things that stood out to me in my research, trying to look up some things about breast cancer. And here's what stuck out to me. About 1 in 8 U.S. women, that's about 12%, will develop invasive breast cancer over the course of her lifetime. Breast cancer is the most common cancer in women, no matter your race or ethnicity. And since 1989, the number of women who have died of breast cancer has steadily decreased thanks to early detection and treatment improvements. So that right there goes a long ways in telling you that you have to be diligent in checking yourself and getting annual mammograms and going to your doctor and getting yourself checked out every single year. I can't stress enough how important it is to get checked out. So anybody that is interested in getting involved with breast cancer and trying to donate to some foundations, and we didn't get any sponsorships from these, I just want to give a little bit of plug, but there is the Breast Cancer Research Foundation, the National Breast Cancer Coalition Fund, Breast Cancer Prevention Partners, the National Breast Cancer Foundation, Dr. Susan Love Research Foundation, and there's even a local American Cancer Society of Northeast Arkansas. So obviously if you're watching us, you probably have access to the internet and Facebook and YouTube. So just get on to Google and research any of those organizations if you want to get involved with any of your local breast cancer awareness organizations and contribute in some way, or if you feel compelled because you've had a family member or someone that you love or care about has ever been through that disease. And so if you feel compelled to donate to something like that or get involved, I'm sure that there's plenty of opportunities to not just donate money, but donate your time. So anyways, that's my good spill about trying to educate everybody a little bit about breast cancer. And I'm going to turn it over to my good friend Justin Jones. He's got some more things to tell us.
I don't have too much to say. I just kind of wanted to piggyback off what Jared had to say. These organizations, that Jared mentioned, the Breast Cancer Research Foundation, many of these places are nonprofit institutions. So a lot of them put their money back into research, finding a cure, preventative services, and just trying to educate women, men about breast cancer awareness, because breast cancer does happen in men as well. So it's important to do your research and know what you're going to put your money towards or your time towards. So take a look into these organizations and really delve into them before you do something. That way you know that your time and money is well spent. So.
And that's a good point about men can also be victims of breast cancer. And Justin, what was you saying last year, a KIT 8 article about something? Do you have anything on that?
Yeah, last year KIT 8, they always do something as far as education-wise. And one of their articles was saying that the Arkansas affiliate for Susan G. Komen, she relayed some information that Northeast Arkansas has one of the highest morbidity and mortality rates for breast cancer, which pretty much means that in our region we have some of the highest incidences of breast cancer, and also people who are passing away or succumbing to breast cancer.
And see, that jumps off the charts to me, and that should speak to a lot of our listeners, because I'm sure a lot of people who are watching and following right now are from Northeast Arkansas, and that means that breast cancer has probably touched you in your life in some way, whether that be you as a victim or your family member as a victim or your friend. So Northeast Arkansas, we're known for a lot of things, our mosquitoes especially, and unfortunately we're on the tail end of us being known for higher incidences of breast cancer, like Justin said. So that was a very good point. Have anything else for us about the breast cancer awareness?
No, I think just to stress the importance of early, getting to things early, continuing to do yearly checks, and preventative maintenance, preventative care is probably the most important thing, making sure you're maintaining your body, going to the doctor.
Yeah, and Justin, he's also an occupational therapist. And did you do some specialization with oh my goodness, words are escaping me right now, with working with mastectomy folks
We
and
do.
doing therapy, trying to get people rehabilitated?
Yep. As occupational therapists, sometimes after people have mastectomies, we do have to do, specific exercise programs to kind of, have people work their arms and work the lymphatic system, because a lot of that is affected after a mastectomy. So, yeah.
So that just goes to show you, even if you've had something like that, there's also hope for you to regain function of after that surgery, and it being something that can impact your life. As I think that we're on the camera right here, right now, right, Andy?
Andy,
yeah,
trying to get us some camera time here.
Everybody, what did y'all think about the eyebrow? I was trying to go with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I think when Growl came in here and was touching your forehead, I think he was saying, Andy, without words, that you can't quite do it like Jared and Dwayne Johnson can.
I don't really have a signature move.
I don't know. It's probably not as good as Dwayne Johnson. That's what made him famous, right?
That's right.
You Rudy Poo.
And, guys, I'm back here on the audio, whether you like it or whether you don't. Either way, I am back here. We got about 30 seconds to go here before we start and kick off this second half. There's going to be a running clock here in the second half. Again, about 25 seconds to go. I'm going to grab some candy here in just a second, so give me just a second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, that was quick, because I'm fast when it comes to food, guys. Really, really fast. Again, guys, we appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight with us here on the Corning Sports Report. It's been a blast, obviously not on the scoreboard, but that's okay. We're going to try to win this second half, and hopefully we can do that. And, again, game of two halves here, so you got to take the small victories when you can get them. My understanding, I don't have an official word by any means, but my understanding is that your quarterback, your leader, your safety, linebacker, number 12 in white, Clay Smith, is going to be okay. He's going to be back next week. He will not return tonight. That is the bad news. But the good news is he will be back. We're hearing, or should be back, something to do with the rib cage. I didn't get the full details there. I do apologize. But so that is the good news. If you're at home listening, Clay Smith is, from our understanding, going to be okay. But he will not, I repeat, he will not return in this ball game tonight. So either way, big blow. And we got quite a bit of people on here tonight. Jennifer Cossey's on. My kid's grandmother has been a cancer survivor since 2005. Folks, we love that. Anna Bowser also says, want to wish good luck tomorrow at his spirit competition at ASU tomorrow. The cheerleaders will be performing at halftime also. Fantastic. Well, good luck to them. We know they'll do a good job as Rocky Flores sets up for a kick here. And more than likely, Rocky's going to kick it onside, and the kick can do it really good. And as soon as I start bragging on him, that's what happens. Again, it's so tough to onside kick, number one. And I think he's hurt himself a little bit there. Rocky was coming off a little gingerly there on his right leg. But, again, it's hard on turf. Number one, you're not used to kicking on turf. Number two, it's wet. It's raining. All that stuff going against you. Bad footing. Karen Rockwell says, go Cats. Willow wants to see more Growl, even though she's terrified of him in person. Well, folks, Growl and myself will have a dance-off battle next Friday at Bobcat Stadium. Tune in live for that. I can't dance a lick to save my life, but they all say I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. At least I'm hoping. Newport takes over great field position at the Bobcat 37-yard line. Looks like the starters for Newport are still in. It will be a running clock in the second half. Mercy rule type of thing. Pre-snap penalty. We'll see what the referees say. They're going to say encroachment offsides on the Bobcats.
So, Andy, clear up some mud for me here. So if we jumped off sides there, is it different in college? Because they get a free play in college. Is it different in high school, or is it just they called encroachment rather than offside?
Well, here's the thing: if they blow the whistle, if they blow the play dead, it's irrelevant. It's done. So it's how quick you can get the play off. It depends on the referees. I've seen there's a game earlier this year where they actually allowed them to go ahead and play the play. But I think it really depends on the referee, how quick you get back, things of that nature. Reed up the middle. He's got a head of steam, and he's going to score. He won't even get touched. Touchdown Newport. 10:30 to go, running clock. Tack on 6 more for the Greyhounds. It is 53-8 Newport. Wow. That kid can absolutely fly. Again, he's their 4th-string running back. He was a junior high's top tackler last year. Has 362 rushing yards coming into this game, but Folks, you can add to that one for sure. He's got quite a bit more now.
I'll tell you what, I kind of want to put on an orange jersey so I can get some yards.
Oh, great job there by number 79 in white. Blocks the extra point. That's Dylan Wheeler. Fantastic job there. Love it. Love the effort late in the game. You're down big, and he's still getting in there on an extra point.
That was absolute sarcasm, by the way. I would never put on an orange jersey. But
I hope not.
My point was.
I hope not.
Everybody's getting some yards.
Either way, folks, I tell you what, this Newport offense has been extremely scary. So scary that we're going to talk about some scary stories here. And it's really short and simple. Newport offense. That's my scary story. That's it. That was the start of it and end of it. Do you have one?
God, yeah, this light in my eyes.
We do the dumbest things up here. Can you see that? You like that? Yeah. How you like that at home? Yeah, we do the dumbest things up here. I'm pretty sure we get in trouble for spotlighting the field there like we just did. 9 minutes to go here in the ballgame. Oopsies. Hopefully nobody saw that. 9 minutes to go here in the ballgame. 53-8 Newport as Clemmy Alcorn looks to kick it off the 40-yard line. Decent kick, not great. 45, Parker Davis gets it. He's got nowhere to go. Got blockers, though. He cuts it up, and he's going to bring it back to about the 40-yard line, and that's where the Bobcats will take over. Again, Clay Smith will not be taken over in this second half, but the good news is he should be back next week from our preliminary hearings. Now, again, conference alignment, guys, if you haven't heard this, Newport is going to go to the 2-3A next year. It's going to be in the Yeovil Summit, the Clinton, Marshall, Mountain View type of thing. Palestine, Wheatley will be coming to 3-3A. We'll welcome them. They're actually 0-6 at the moment. However, now in the last couple of years before that, they've actually been pretty good. I know in the past, Palestine maybe hadn't been the most richest history and tradition there, and of course they're 0-6 right now. But the big key is if you're Corning, it's a 2.5-hour drive. Handoff, Crosby, far side. He's got room. He gets to the second level. Good form wrap-up tackle there by number 27, Dontavius Wakefield, the junior, 6 foot 160. But good job by Clayton Crosby. He found the hole. He hit the hole. He got north and south fast.
Some more people from YouTube here. Robert Wilkins says, "Go Cats, go." Texas Evil Angel 77 doing an awesome job corning Bobcats. Robert Wilkins says, again, y'all need some safety bungee cords for all your tech stuff, Andy.
I know.
Losing stuff out the windows.
I know. Well, not only that, but we need to get a sponsor on that as number 7 is in the backfield big time. That's Antoine Hardaway, the sophomore, 6 foot 175. Again, this is a strong sophomore class. Crosby had nowhere to go. We talked about getting a sponsor for the zip ties. Man, we use so many of them a week. We need some kind of zip tie company to jump on board for a sponsorship. Man, we zip tie down everything, including Jared right now.
I have to be zip tied. I'm a little giddy all the time.
He is. He gets loose.
Don't know what to do with my hands.
He's like a pinball, bounces off stuff. Melvin Nance says, as a Newport alumnus living in Jonesboro, I'd like to thank you, CSR. Hey, Melvin, that right there is what it's all about. That kind of stuff like that, man, when we hear that really revs our engine here at CSR. Man, that's awesome. We love it. Hillary Riley says, I am disappointed in my umbrella. Aren't we all right now? Comstock up the middle. He gets to the second level. He stiff arms the guy. He's still going. Comstock is still on his feet. My goodness. Holy hay bells. What a second, third, fourth, and fifth effort by number 44 in white.
Way to go, young man. I love that energy. I need some of that, especially in the morning time.
Yeah, amen to that, man. It's tough, especially tomorrow morning, man. We're here late. It's going to be a long night, about an hour-and-a-half drive home. Yeah, we need some of that I don't know what he had at halftime. It's like that Looney Tunes juice. What is that?
It's just the juice.
It's just the juice.
Yeah, it's
the
MJ's juice.
MJ's juice. We need some of that in the morning. All right, let's get back here to social media. Sheridan Jackson's watching. DT Brownie. Linda Leslie. Gayla Blanchard's also watching. Abigail Cooper. Sharon Lou. Chris Murray. Wanda Roark. We got several people tuning in tonight, man. We appreciate that. Crisscross there. Comstock up the middle. He's got a lot of yards. He's got a head of steam. Far side, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, C-Town! Put 6 on the board for the Bobcats, according to the black and gold. Strike was 6-0-5 in the third quarter. Great job by number 44. I have a sneaky suspicion of who might be getting our CSR Player of the Week this week.
Whoa.
I'm throwing it out there. It's a little early. I'm throwing it out there, though.
Spoiler alert. Man, I tell you what, it's not about how hard you hit or get hit. It's about getting right back up.
Rocky Balboa style. I'm going to give someone else some credit, too. That left side of the offensive line, 2 out of those 3 plays, they were huge. Fantastic job of the left side of the offensive line, and even the receiver out there. Handoff, Crosby, up the middle. I think his second effort might be close. It's going to be awful close. Oh, did he get in? I can't tell. Near sideline judge finally gives the okay. Tack on 2 more for the Bobcats. And are those cowbells?
I think that Dakota Wilkins picked up a fumble and scored on that.
Wow. Can we get a replay? Is it too late for that? It may be. We're going to try. It may be too late, and I think it is. Either way,
You see 67 right there.
67, baby. Big 67. By the way, thank you to his family for the fireworks. And also thanks for the snacks we have up here at the booth right now. We have Reese's. We are amped up on sugar and Doritos right now. We're loving it. Absolutely loving it. We're all jacked up on Powerade. No Mountain Dew here.
And candy.
And
Reese's.
And we got ground massaging my head, and I'll take it. I absolutely take it. Joyce Huckabee says, who is 44? That is Gary Comstock, and that is a man possessed, Joyce. Absolute man possessed right now. My kids are doing signals with someone on your side. Was it our spotlights, Hillary Riley? We apologize if it was. They're trying to do signals. We got to find this, guys. On the home side bleachers, Hillary Riley's her kids are doing signals with us. They've probably seen our spotlight that we so rudely shine onto the field. Onside kick attempt by the Bobcats, number 16. My goodness. Number 16 for Newport better be on that basketball gymnasium here in a few months. That's Chris Reynolds. He's 6'6", folks, and he can jump, and he's got long arms. He high-pointed that football. That kid better be playing basketball.
Certainly helps in that sport to have some long arms and long legs and just be tall.
My goodness. He just took 3 steps. He's on the sideline already. It's unbelievable.
He doesn't have to even hustle to get off the field.
Did somebody grab my soda? You know, it's really tough up here in the booth. I always get stuff stolen from me. You know, they're always trying to take my goods, and here we go again. I'm trying to grab. Well, there we go. Thank you, Ground. We appreciate it, buddy. First down and 10 for Newport at their own 46-yard line. They are getting some substitutes in here. That quarterback's going to be Gavin Tarwater. He goes 6'2", 180. He's going to hand off to number 10. That's going to be Jameril Ballantyne, sophomore. And my goodness, they took a big hit there. And that was number 35 for the Bobcats, Dalton Reed. Good job of getting back there, son.
Well played. He tried to cut the ball up several times and just had a Bobcat defender in every hole that he tried to cut it up to. Good job of keeping him wrapped up and keeping him stacked up.
Amen. Amen to that. Good job again, Dalton Reed. Big hit there at the end. 2:55 to go here in the third quarter. Again, guys, we appreciate everybody for tuning in as the Newport Greyhounds are going to go 4 wide here. Shotgun formation. Running back to the right hip. That's Ballantyne. He takes the handoff up the middle. He's met quick. Met in a hurry. And finally they're going to bring him down. I could not tell. I think that was Charlie King, the initial hit, number 58, I believe. Good job, young man. And Fisher Francis was also there to clean that one up.
I saw Clayton Crosby getting his face mask into him, telling him hello.
Clayton Crosby, I'm going to tell you something. That kid is strong, and he's got some speed. Man, look out for that kid. Number 11, I know maybe we haven't called his name a whole lot tonight, but that last drive he did a really good job. I'd like to see him get on offense a little bit more and touch the ball some more.
It looks like he's someone that doesn't shy away from contact, which is what you want.
Absolutely. Handoff. Near side, he's bouncing around trying to find a hole. Good job, Riley Grubb. Shoestring tackle. And number 79, Dylan Wheeler, was also in there as well. Guys, listen, I know this is tough right now if you're watching, if you're a Corning Bobcat fan. But listen, we're with them 100%. Listen, the human heart costs a mere $1 million. But we're going to give ours to the Bobcats for free because that's what we do each week in and week out. We love these kids. We'll follow them to the edge of the earth if we have to watch them play some football. And I don't care what the score is now. I love seeing the fight in these kids, especially those boys up there. Number 7, Landon Berry, that last play did a very good job. 78, Cooper Hopkins. We love them all. 79, Dylan Wheeler. Love all these guys and look forward to seeing some more football here in the second half. And again, we still got 2 games after this one as well. So love being a Bobcat no matter what that scoreboard says right now. It's still raining here. My goodness. Good block by number 7 there. That's Anton Hardaway. And number 10, Ballantyne. He's got the edge out there. Dylan Wheeler, number 79. Grubb's going to get credit for the tackle, but number 79 was down all the way to the far end zone. That's your left side defensive end, folks, number 79 right there. That young man that Ricky Betts has got a camera on, that man did a heck of a job right there. He covered a ton of real estate, never give up on that play. 55 seconds to go. Good job, young man. 55 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Again, running clock here in the second half as Gavin Tarwater takes the snap, hands off. 10, Ballantyne. He's going to be met in the backfield. I couldn't tell who got there first. The ball's on the ground. The Bobcats have it. Turnover. Holy hay bells. That's number 11 on the year for the Bobcat defense.
11. Wow, that's a very impressive turnover stat.
This is a team, I want to tell you something. They turned the ball over, they forced 5 turnovers last year. They've got 11 this year. Please don't tell me they haven't took steps. I promise you they have. You've seen it week in and week out.
takeaways are something that change ball games. I mean, that's how you can compete with a team that might have superior speed, that might have bigger size. And there are other things that you can do to compensate for size and for speed.
Yes.
And turnovers is especially one of those things that can be your equalizer.
Absolutely. I totally agree. Could not agree more. Brenda Goddard says 44 must be y'all's lucky number. Junior high's number 44 did good last night, too. It is our lucky number. I'm going to start wearing 44 up here in the booth. Maybe I'll start doing better, too. I'm not very good at this job. I yap a lot.
I'm gonna go ahead and take your spotlight and talk about some of our YouTube live.
I'm
Stephanie
done.
Bradish says, "Go Dylan." That's my nephew. Go Dylan, go. Thank you, Stephanie Bradish, for watching. Sean Page says, "What happened to your excitement in your voice when Newport scores?" Just saying.
That's true. You know what? Hey, next time, who was that? Who said that?
Sean Page.
Well, Sean, listen, we are – can you see that, Becker? Can you move out of the way? That does say Corning Sports Report, and their sponsors are the ones that are paying us to do this. So, I tell you what, next one, though, I'll get a little loud for Newport. I do try to be fair, though. I do my homework every week in and week out. I promise you, I do my homework on these kids to be fair to them. And when I see hustle and effort out there, just like the line, we talked about the line earlier. Everyone, you guys, in fact, y'all's fans have been knocking this offensive line. This offensive line is good. Stop knocking them, guys. This Newport offensive line has played really good tonight. I've seen it. Guys, they were pushing guys back 4 and 5 yards earlier, so I get tired of hearing that. I know they're undersized, but they're scrappy-do, essentially.
You don't go 6-1 without having those guys up front playing good games.
I promise you, and I heard a lot of that earlier today, and even this week. Coming up to this game, good job by Gutierrez there to the near side. Keeper. And again, Gutierrez is not used to being the quarterback there, and that is very, very, very tough on him, but you still got to do it, man. You know, it's kind of Brandon Allen a few years ago at Arkansas, his first game, put him in Alabama. It's like, oh, man. And it was raining, too. It was cold just like tonight, so that's tough.
Poor Brandon Allen. He got a truck burn at one point.
Yeah, they caught his truck on fire. All he did was he did some awesome stuff at Arkansas.
He was a great quarterback.
He really was. I liked old Brandon Allen. Courtney Boucher says, woohoo, way to go, Reed. I assume WTG means way to go. What a hit in the backfield there by number 7 in orange, Antoine Hardaway. That's a sophomore. Again, this is a great sophomore class for Newport. My goodness.
Not to take anything away from Newport there, it's kind of hard to pick up those stunting guys. Whenever you got linebackers or safeties come in and stunting, especially if they're disguising those stunts, it seems like it's easy to blame our offensive line. Sometimes it's not quite their fault. They're just outmanned. It's hard to cover 5 versus 7.
Well, keep in mind we hit a pulling guard there, too, and I think they actually blitzed from the pulling guard spot. A lot of trickery, a lot of window dressing back here. Comstock took the handoff. He's still going. He's still on his feet. Way to go. I don't know if he has enough for the first down or not. That third and fourth effort may have gotten it for him. I don't know. We cannot see. We have a horrible angle from where we're at. 10-18 to go here. It's 53-16. I wouldn't mind just going for it if we didn't get it.
Yeah, 4th and short. Go ahead and put the trust in your guys to get a yard, half a yard. It's very, very short.
Absolutely. Dana Hunt says, but he's a Corning alumni. I'm not sure who she's talking about there, but either way, Bobcats are going to go for it here. I love that. Absolutely love that. 27 up there on the far side. That's going to be Daniel Tarantino. Little cross action there, pulling guard and tackle. Good job by Comstock. He's still fighting. Got a first down. Followed those big old boys, 64 and 67. Jared Seelig and Dakota Wilkins, and it worked. Move the chains.
Hey, Andy, here we go. Robert Wilkins says, as a truck driver, zip ties move the world. True statement there.
I love it. That should be their calling. Zip ties move the world, folks.
Hey, he also said, let me know what you need zip ties-wise, and we will make it happen.
Oh, I like that. We seriously do need some zip ties, some heavy-duty ones. Hey,
Robert Wilkins is your man.
Is there a Guinness Book of World Records for longest thing zip-tied? Let's zip-tie a school down or something and try to get in the Guinness Book of World Records. And there's a handoff to the far side. My goodness, there's not a swarm of Newport Greyhounds there. I see number 30 in there, also number 7. We called his name Antoine Hardaway. And number 30, I'm trying to find the roster here. I do apologize. We have like 4 different sheets of rosters here. Number 30 is Jacavian Davis. Again, he had 16 tackles against Harrisburg. Let me repeat that. 16 tackles against Harrisburg. Who earlier said that we don't give Newport credit? Who was that?
That was Sean Page.
Sean Page, I promise you, we do our homework. Kid that has 16 tackles, sophomore, 6'180". That is fantastic. That gets our attention. I don't care who it is. My goodness, they're in the backfield again. That's number 66 for Newport. My goodness. That is Jatero Warsham. He's a nose guard on offense and defense as well. Junior, 5'9", 185, and he got back there in a hurry. And that is going to bring up a third down and, as the old Sandlot reference, forever. Third down and about 14, 15 to be exact. 15, let's make it. 8:15 to go here in the fourth quarter, 53-16 Newport. Let's see if we go to the air here. They do not. Comstock, far side, right behind that big old number 67, Dakota Wilkins. He got a few yards there. Obviously not enough for the first down. I assume you're going to punt here. This is going to make it about fourth and about 13, 14 yards to go. And, again, we appreciate everybody. Peggy Taylor, Lindsay Bechet-Keck, Judy Miller says, proud of my grandson Clayton Crosby. You should be. Corey Godwin's back on here with us. Chase Watson's also watching. Kaylee Esmond's also watching. Becky Gravitz says, number 70, go Jagger. Well, he's definitely going tonight, Becky. He really, really is. Julian Pritchett says, go Bobcats. Pam Williams is also watching as the Bobcats are about to punt it off here. Good snap. I thought he was going to fake it there for a second. Great punt on the run. Let it go. Oh, it bounced off his head. It bounced off his head. Colin Wilson is our soccer player. Earlier in the year, he tried to ole, ole, ole. He kind of kicked one,
Yeah.
And there he's hitting it with his head. I bet he'd be a good soccer player.
I was going to mention, good job for getting down the field so quick. Big number 72.
That's a good point, too.
Colin Wilson getting down there to kind of do some punt. Protection.
Yeah, there we go.
My goodness, I lost words.
It's okay. Punt coverage protection.
Coverage protection.
Hey, Bruce and Bryn Magoo says, why are they not passing that? Well, guys, if y'all could see it, it is raining pretty heavy tonight, and I don't think that was a part of either team's game plan tonight. We haven't seen much of it. We tried it earlier, and obviously it was very slippery and almost was picked off. I think that's the main reason. Again, I know our cameras they can't quite see that, but it is raining pretty hard. It's been steady the entire night here at Greyhound Field. Good job there by number 35 for the Bobcats, Dalton Reed.
Number 7, Landon Berry, was the one who stood him up initially.
Yes, he was.
It was a group tackle there.
I love it. Swarm of Bobcats, if you will. Brett Bennett's watching. We appreciate you. Patty Partridge watching also. Amy Driver, what was the latest pick at OCL score? I really don't know. I know at halftime, Amy, it was 12-12 deadlock. Bobby Smalls watching. Christy Scheffler. And good job. Rocky Flores about got a tackle in the backfield on number 39 from Newport. And then, bam, Clayton Crosby and Gary Comstock with a big hit right there. Maybe we can see that again. I don't know if we have time or not to see it again. But I tell you what, Jacob Gosner, the sophomore, 5'8", 155, took a shot there. Watch this, folks, if you can. Boom, right there. My goodness, Gary Comstock. That's 4.7 40 speed, folks, coming right at you at 6'1", 6'2". That's tough.
Maybe we should nickname him the Punisher, man. I love how he flies in and makes tackles.
Kenny Black says it's not the offensive line that has been questioned; it's the defensive line. Well, earlier in my conversations with a few of your fans, that was definitely not the case. But either way, neither here nor there. You guys have absolutely poured it on tonight, and y'all have done that all season long. And who moved first here? Was it number 56 in orange or number 71 in white? We will see. They're going to say fall start Newport. Either way, Kenny Black, you got an excellent program here. Obviously, a rich history. We spoke about that. We alluded to that before the game of the 38 out of the last 40 seasons. You guys have been to the playoffs, the state championships of 3, the 69, 81, and 91, and also the state runners-up in 72, losing to undefeated Magnolia 21-13 in 1988 and also 1989. And, again, you guys had the longest active consecutive playoff streak of 28 games up until 2015, which was actually Coach Mark Hensley's first year here. But since then, he's done a good job, obviously averaging nearly 9.5 wins per season. Obviously, they're definitely not questioning the program overall, but just from what the fans were telling me this week, again, I watched enough tape to know, though, that this offensive line is pretty darn good. And, honestly, the defensive line in a couple of games I watched wasn't bad either. Dangerous play there. Man, if Comstock is actually watching the ball and not the player, he may pick that one off, and it may be a pick 6. Good job getting out there, though. He got there in a hurry. Good job, number 44 in white.
You know, Andy, if I had to be critical of the Newport and what they've done poorly today, I guess you could say that the offensive line has been – they could be advertisers for Purcell or Dawn because they've had a lot of laundry on the field.
That is true.
They've had a lot of offside – or not offsides, but false starts.
Yeah, and those things happen, obviously. But Dana Hunt says, Andy, you're a Corning alumni. Oh, yeah, that's true, yeah. And not to mention I'm a Corning alumni, so we kind of talk. Spiral kick here, a punt. Riley Grubb's going to take it. No fair catch. I like that. Why not? Look at a face mask there, but either way.
I don't think you're allowed to hug his helmet when you tackle him. Pretty sure that's not legal.
The Bobcats will take over at their own 20-yard line with 3:29 to go here in this ball game. Jessica Nickerson says, what about the cheerleaders in the rain? Bless their hearts. Absolutely. They've done a good job. Hey, we've heard them up here in the booth. And this is a pretty steep booth over here, too. They've done a fantastic job. Wonder Oak says, once a Bobcat, always a Bobcat. Zane Watkins is watching. Yep, Zane Watkins giving the chain gang credit. They are turning it up and down the field. They are. The chain gang has been pretty quick tonight. I will say that. I can't tell who's over there, if it's younger guys or older guys, but they've done a good job tonight. 3 minutes ago here in the ball game, Doug Green says go 35 Reed. He's going right now, I can promise you.
You can't see them because they're wearing camo, Andy.
That's what it is.
What
That's
camo
what it
does.
Man, good catch there. I don't know how you saw it. Courtney Lachey says, way to go, Barry and Reed. Here we go. Oh, no. That play did not go anywhere from the very beginning. Good job by the defensive front of Newport there. And I see number 20. I don't think we've called his name, not Colin Hill, the junior, 6'3", 170. Donna McGee says, half-price cheeseburgers, hot dogs, pizza, hot chocolate, and coffee at the concession stand. Let's yell to our crowd about that. Do you think they should hear about that?
Absolutely. Half-price hot chocolate. Sign me up.
Half prices at the concession stand, guys, if y'all want anything. Half prices. Threw it out there at him. I got a wink there from Mr. Seelig. Appreciate that. Hunter Runyon says, shout out to the chain gang. That's the same one. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Ronnie Woods is watching. Hey, I want to shout out to David Black and Kevin Pierce and also the people here at Newport. They've been extremely, my goodness, what a pop there. About 3 or 4 Newport defenders met Gary Comstock, and that was loud.
Ooh, Gary's slow to get up on this one.
Man, he's probably taking a second, whether it's the wind knocked out of him or, he may be seeing some things right now. And actually, he's still on the ground there. That's a good camera angle right there from the end zone as he's coming off the field now. And he's hobbling. That may be a leg or knee or whatever it may be there. As you can see the rain also in that camera view. Like I said, our cameras that are up a little higher, you cannot see that. But it has been pouring that hard all night long. Again, thank you to the Newport staff. Man, they have treated us so good. The Subway and the Walmart here in Newport brought us some subs tonight. Again, Mr. Black, David Black got up here early to help us out. The IT guy, Joey McKnight. There's a bobbled snap. Gutierrez, get on it, son. Just get on it. I think he may have recovered it late. We'll see. It sure didn't look pretty.
He does not give up on it.
Newport got the ball. Good job by Newport there. They smelled the blood and they went after it. You got to give them credit there. I tell you what, we've seen that last week. Just jump on that football if you can there. A minute left, guys, and it's ticking down. Listen, we appreciate everybody for tuning in with us tonight. You guys have been fantastic. We hope we brought a decent product to you tonight. Again, obviously, Newport's going to win this game here. And the Bobcats are going to fall to 1-4 on the season in conference, 2-6 overall, as Newport will go 7-1, 5-0. And as soon as this game's over here, we'll click it to our sponsors, then we'll come back. We'll wrap it up here from Newport. Y'all stick with us. Low snap. Number 12, the quarterback keeper on the near side. The far side. He's going to score. That's Gavin Tarwater. But there's a flag on the interior line there. Probably a good chance it's going to be holding. We shall see. And Gavin's like, man, just finally scored, and you guys are going to really going to hold right there? Come on.
Yeah, that's a tough one to take back from the young guy. But.
Yeah, your referee's going to call a flag there, and he's a senior too. So.
No. Not the young guy.
10 seconds here to go, and that's going to be the final play of the game. Newport's going to win this one 53-16 over Corning. Again, folks, we'll be right back. We're going to give our sponsors an opportunity to be heard and to be seen if we can, because like I said, without them, none of this is even possible. So, guys, again, this is Corning Bobcat Football. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors. Harold's Barbecue out of Corning, Arkansas. Proud sponsors of the Corning Bobcats. The best barbecue in town by a stoplight. Stop by and say hi to the crazy pitmaster, Lyndon Massey. Carry out, dine in, catering. Come hungry, leave happy. Harold's Barbecue. A big thanks to Goodman Drug Company out of Corning, Arkansas. Kathy Goodman and staff would like to invite you to drop by for any of your pharmaceutical needs and or Razorback and Bobcat apparel. Drop by and see them Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and Saturday, 9 to 1, or use the convenient drive-thru. Goodman Drug Company out of Corning, Arkansas. Red Taylor Ford, locally owned and operated by the Taylor family since 1977. Their company has been an integral part of the Corning community since their beginning, participating and or donating to basically every major community project to come before them. They have a top-notch service department with master certified technicians. Contact them for all of your automotive needs at 870-857-3516 or at www.redtaylorford.com.
This is Mike Vincent, Certified Public Accountant. I've been a Bobcat fan for as long as I can remember, having worn the black and gold as a student years ago. Join me in supporting our students as they proudly represent our school and community. And come see me on 2nd Street in downtown Corning for all your tax and accounting needs. Go Bobcats.
CSR would like to thank Parkview Restaurant of Corning, Arkansas for their sponsorship. Parkview offers breakfast, lunch, and supper, including daily plate lunches, and they have a deli with a variety of lunch meats and nightly specials. Amy and Danny and Jordan are big supporters of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Thank you to Parkview Restaurant. A special thanks to Richardson Family Dentistry out of Corning, Arkansas. Locally owned, locally operated, a fine dental office with a great staff that are all proud sponsors of the Corning Bobcat Athletics program. Richardson Family Dentistry. Your local Farm Bureau insurance company introducing Ag Promise, an exceptional policy that protects everything farmers rely on. Ag Promise is a competitively priced, easy to understand, and tailored to meet your specific needs. That's Farm Bureau's commitment to you, and they have a team of local agents and adjusters ready to back it up. Give them a call today to protect your agribusiness. It's not complicated, it's a promise. Ag Promise, 870-857-6788.
Hey all you Bobcats, this is Ty Price of Price Farms, and I want to challenge everyone to attend at least 5 football games this year. Let's show our boys that we believe in them. Remember, once a Bobcat, always a Bobcat.
A special thanks to Solace Grain Bins and S&L Irrigation on their sponsorship. Whether it's grain bins, wells, pumps, underground pipe, or any service of that nature, Solace Grain Bins and S&L Irrigation will take care of you. Rhonda and Jerry Solace would like to wish the Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. First Choice Healthcare in Corning, Arkansas, proud sponsors of Corning Bobcat Athletics, celebrating 25 years of community healthcare. At First Choice Healthcare, we practice compassionate, affordable healthcare for everyone to help improve lives and build healthier communities. First Choice Healthcare, your community, your health. CSR would like to give a special thanks to B&B Well Drilling out of Peach Orchard, Arkansas, for their continued support of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Brian and Lisa Bass are proud graduates of Corning High School, and they invite you to call them for any of your well drilling needs. 870-215-3808, B&B Well Drilling. A big thanks to Clay County Electric Co-op out of Corning, Arkansas for their sponsorship. CCE is an electric utility company in Clay County with dedicated workers and a friendly staff, and have always been proud supporters of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Clay County Electric Co-op, 3111 US 67 Corning, Arkansas, 870-857-3521. A special thanks to Woolard Flying Service out of Corning, Arkansas for supporting Bobcat Athletics. Matt Woolard would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck this season and also remind them that the sky is the limit. Woolard Flying Service, 870-857-3839. A special thanks to Civil Engineering Associates for being proud sponsors of Corning Bobcat Athletics. 2 locations, one in Jonesboro, one in Poplar Bluff. Professional engineer John Seelig of CEA would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. Keith and Rhonda Turner of K-Ron Farms would like to encourage the community to support the students of the Corning School District. Whether it is a sporting event or an academic accomplishment, these students are representing our school. We need to let them know how proud we are of them. Let's show our Bobcat pride. It's great to be a Bobcat. K-Ron Farms. Looking for a good and reliable used car? Stop by and see the father-son combination of Mark and Kyle Williams at Mark's Car ER Auto Sales. Proud sponsors of the Corning Bobcats, locally owned and operated, 870-565-5046. Wiedemann Farms, 561 County Road 131 in Corning, Arkansas. Wiedemann Farms has been serving the Corning community since 1978. Larry and Mary Wiedemann are proud supporters of not only the city of Corning, but of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Wiedemann Farms, go Cats. The Corning Sports Report would like to give a special shout out to Boschlicker Brothers Farms for sponsoring our endeavor. The Boschlickers have always been avid Bobcats and avid supporter of all things Corning athletics. Thank you again, Boschlicker Brothers Farms. First National Bank takes the banking experience and customizes it to fit you. Whether it's supporting your Corning Bobcats or saving you time by eliminating trips to the bank, First National Bank puts you
first, always. Member FDIC and equal housing lender, First National Bank. Corning Sports Report would like to give a special shout out to Jeremy and Amanda Wiedemann out of Corning, Arkansas. Extremely kind-hearted people who not only support the community, but they also support the Corning Bobcat Athletics. Jeremy and Amanda Wiedemann. The Corning Sports Report would like to give a special shout out to State Representative Joe Jett for sponsoring our endeavor. Mr. Joe Jett has always been active in the community, whether it's supporting the town of Corning or it's supporting Bobcat Athletics. This is a political ad paid for by State Representative Mr. Joe Jett. Corning Sports Report would like to give a shout out to Watson Oil Company for their continued support of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Locally owned, locally operated. Kelly and Chad Watson would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. Watson Oil Company, 406 Southeast 1st Street, Corning, Arkansas, 870-857-0006. Most of us are more comfortable doing important business with people we know and trust. You've been running into shelter insurance agent Kirk Scobie and Corning at church, at the grocery store, and the county fair for more than 25 years now. If personal service, trust, and easy access to your insurance agent are important to you, give Kirk Scobie or his team a call. Contact Kirk Scobie and ask about a free personal protection review for your auto, home, or life insurance today. From all the guys here at CSR, we'd like to give a special thanks to Mike Townsend. Mike Townsend is the owner and operator of Mike Townsend Farms, LLC out of Corning, Arkansas. Whether it's grain, lime, hay, byproducts, gravel, and litter, Mike Townsend Farms covers it all. Again, thank you to Mike Townsend Farms, LLC. Corning Sports Report would like to give a shout-out to Rockwell Farms out of Peach Orchard, Arkansas. Logan and Karen Rockwell have been avid supporters of not only the city of Corning, but of Corning Bobcat Athletics. Logan and Karen would like to wish the Corning Bobcats the best of luck on the upcoming season. Rockwell Farms. CSR would like to give a special shout-out to Heritage Ag out of Hoxie, Arkansas. Serving Arkansas farmers since 1966, leading the farm equipment industry into the 21st century. Call Brody Morrow, salesman at 870-886-6663 or 870-809-1822, Heritage Agriculture of Arkansas. Hunting for a deal? Look no further than Legacy Equipment. Get a 1023E with loader as low as $133 a month. Need something bigger? Take home a 3025E with loader as low as $201 a month. Plus, take advantage of 0% for 84 months on all new John Deere Company utility tractors. Stop by any of Legacy Equipment's 7 convenient locations in Paragould, Corning, Piggott, Kennett, Hayti, Portageville, or New Madrid to take advantage of limited time savings. Some restrictions may apply. See dealer for detail. Offer ends November 1st, 2019.
When you need to find a part at a price that's right, that red and blue sign is just within sight. Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
Midwest Auto Parts, longtime proud supporters of the Corning Bobcats. Locally owned by the George family and serving your community since 1946. Midwest Auto Parts.
Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
And guys, we're back here at Greyhound Field on the campus of Newport High School, home of the Newport Greyhound football program. A very, very rich program we want to add. And, of course, Greyhounds obviously win big tonight here at home against our beloved Bobcats. That puts them obviously still undefeated in conference play. Listen, the second half, though, I know the first half wasn't pretty if you're a Bobcat fan, but the second half looks so much better. A lot of fight. You love seeing that because it's cold out here right now. You guys can feel it. Y'all are shivering a little. Yeah, a little. It's raining. He's shivering a lot, bless his heart. We're up at the top up here of the mountain here on the Greyhound Field here as we're wrapping it up here. And again, listen, we appreciate the fight in that second half from the Bobcats. You've seen a lot of it there. Offensive line, defensive line, the running backs. Man, Gary Comstock was a man possessed in that second half for sure. We love seeing that. Was there any surprises in the score updates, Carson? Anything at all that was interesting?
Osceola Piggott were tied at halftime 12-12. Now it is 34-12.
Yikes. Well, that's Osceola for you there at second half. That's a second half team all year long. I know there's a couple of games. I know Walnut Ridge was one of them, and I believe Hawks was another. Was pretty close early on, but again, second half, the difference there. Obviously, the Bobcats, you love the fight in the second half here from the guys in white. Again, this is an extremely good football program here. They're going to go places this year. They're already gone places, obviously, 7-1, and they're fighting for that conference lead. That Week 10 game between Newport and Osceola is going to be a pretty. Obviously, you can't look forward to that because you still have Week 9, but. Big-time game coming up here in a couple weeks for Newport. Big-time game coming, obviously, this week for us, Osceola. And then next week, it's never too early for the media and the fans to look ahead to the Rice Bowl, the Corning-Piggott rivalry, Eastern District, Western District. Folks, that's the biggest small-town rivalry in Arkansas, if you ask this guy right here. I did enough research on it, and I truly believe that. We can't wait for that. Listen, the good news is we're on our way, home sweet home, 2 weeks in a row, back-to-back. We're done with this road stuff. The Road Warrior stuff is gone. Next week we come back home live Friday night. We play the Osceola Seminoles there. Myself and Grau will have a dance-off battle there at the waning moments of halftime, so be there for that. That'll be very, very entertaining and probably not in a good way. I can't dance to save my life, guys. Can y'all dance? Any dance moves you want to show off? Any dance? Jared's a pretty good dancer. Let's just throw something out there. Here, go ahead.
Me and Courtney Williams, I think we got king and queen at a Valentine's dance. Well, it's not Courtney Williams anymore, it's Courtney Hollowell. But we were king and queen at a Valentine's dance, I think in the 7th grade. I still got the moves.
That's his claim to fame, folks, the 7th grade dance competition that had 7 people total in it. But either way, and it's funny, he remembers that. How old are you now, 31, 32? He still remembers that. Glory days, baby. Glory days. We love them. Never forget the crown. Hey, we got some nice people here. We would love some popcorn. The wonderful folks at the Newport in the concession stand. This young lady. What's your name, young lady? Linda is about to bring us up some popcorn. We sure do appreciate her. Thank you, guys. Great hospitality here at Newport. Fantastic facility here, and obviously a pretty good football program. For all the staffers here at CSR, Ricky Betzel's here tonight, Carson Bowser, Stephen Lane, Tim Merles, myself, Jared Grady, Justin Jones. Guys, hey, we appreciate y'all tuning in huge numbers, and we'll be back with you Friday night, coming to you live. And as always, go Cats.